In the case of the glorious city-state of Vaunt Hill against Thok, the prosecution may present the case.
Honorable Judge, this scum of a half-breed Thok,
Oi.
along with his brother Mud and their associates Xingxi and Nira, have burned down one of the oldest and most precious forests in the land, right under the nose of their parole officer.
He's no an officer, he's like a Doug. Or something.
Their actions have caused thousands of deaths,
It was like 10 at most.
millions in property damage, and has awoken horrors.
In the case of the glorious city-state of Vaunt Hill against Thok, the prosecution may present the case.
Honorable Judge, this scum of a half-breed Thok,
Oi.
along with his brother Mud and their associates Xingxi and Nira, have burned down one of the oldest and most precious forests in the land, right under the nose of their parole officer.
He's no an officer, he's like a Doug. Or something.
Their actions have caused thousands of deaths,
It was like 10 at most.
millions in property damage, and has awoken horrors that slept for a long time.
Mate, we kicked the shit out of that thing.
Their part in stopping these horrors is comedy at worst and fool's luck at best, scrying from the Honorary Mages Council
Scryers. More like liars. Bunch of racist arseholes.
has definitely shown their guilt.
Aye, what guilt?
Needs only review the evidence and punish these low.
In the case of the glorious city-state of Vaunt Hill against Thok, The prosecution may present the case.
Honorable Judge, this scum of a half-breed Thok,
Oi.
along with his brother Mud and their associates Xingxi and Nira, have burned down one of the oldest and most precious forests in the land, right under the nose of their parole officer.
He's no an officer, he's like a Doug. Or something.
Their actions have caused thousands of deaths,
It was like 10 at most.
millions in property damage, and has awoken horrors that slept for a long time.
Mate, we kicked the shit out of that thing.
Their part in stopping these horrors is comedy at worst and fool's luck at best. Scrying from the Honorary Mages Council
Scryers. More like liars. Bunch of racist arseholes.
has definitely shown their guilt.
Aye, what guilt?
Needs only review the evidence and punish these lowlives to the fullest extent of the law. The prosecution rests.
They should be thrown as a bloody parade.
If the accused may be silent, would the first character witness step up?
Your Honor, my client is too shaken after meeting these individuals, so I must speak on his behalf.
Dear sir, would you tell us about the moral nature of the accused?
These people are not people, Your Honor, in any sense of the word. Each day, without shame, they engage in drunken brawls, use sexual allure to attract customers, dabble with cursed items that cause mutations and nightmares,
Never put a woman in charge of anything, I swear to God.
and worst of all, some of them are rumored to be connected with child kidnapping.
Quite damning.
Yeah, what the monkey said.
Very well, if you insist. Defense can present its evidence.
Come on, Mud. You organised this.
Oh, yeah, we have a witness who can testify to the accuracy of this so-called scrying. Mr. Jones, if you would.
Let me tell you what's really going on. We're on this planet, the third dimension, which is a launch pad to all the other dimensions below and above. These wizards are taking drugs in these temples and interfacing with these palantirs, these crystal balls, which aren't really crystal balls. It's their psychic focus of an interdimensional connection while they're on drugs looking into glass.
Why would you do this, Mud? This is a horrible idea.
Understand what's happening.
And that's why feet is the true erogenous zone.
Feet?
I know, but what? I get your argument, Nucker, but I'm not sure what that has to do with the Tiananmen Square massacre of 1989.
Whatever are you talking about, brother?
Metro's involved. There you go.
I cannot remember such an event ever occurring in the glorious People's Republic of China.
I guess you're correct. Much like Tiananmen Square, feet fetishes didn't happen.
Ooh, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. Didn't see you there. Welcome back to the show for this inaugural episode of Season 4. In a completely unrelated note, the episode happens to be called Tiananmen Squaredance. I'm sure it has nothing to do with. It's clearly about.
Mad, where is the sound? I don't hear that.
There is the sound. There is sound. Well, there should be. Oh, don't tell me it's not sound. Oh, fuck off.
Oh, misweavers, fucking let me online, you fucking assholes.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
No, there is sound.
Yeah, it's good. Sorry, it's good. My mistake. Continue.
If there's any sound problems in chat, please feel free to call Mud the N-word.
Yeah.
On the last season.
Feel free to do it. Just like
on me.
unmute your own shit. It's not my fault. Your parents didn't fucking get rid of you. Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
Gosh.
Anyway, moving swiftly on from saying people should have been aborted.
That works nicely.
Who would like to recap with the?
Who would like to abort first?
I think Raj just volunteered.
I don't believe I did.
Who would
you don't want me performing abortions? I had to learn how to deliver babies, but I don't know how to abort them.
Well, it's the same thing as delivering them, but then you dunk them at the end.
Oof.
Kobe.
Dunk them. Crouching jab. So yeet for distance, Kobe for accuracy.
Oh yeah, I don't want to miss.
I'm just picturing.
You don't have to throw a baby far.
Well, I'm not American. I'm just picturing like Shaq running along, just bouncing this fetus off the ground and then just dunking that shit.
Boing, boing.
Shaq is a big man.
And if you ever wanted a reason why Charles Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden 2: The Revenge of Cool Cullen got cancelled, it's conversations like these that probably occurred somewhere in the dev cycle. Should we have someone
they
dunk
tried
a
to make
child?
Shaq Fu 2.
They did make Shaq Fu 2.
Wait, it's actually out.
What?
Yeah, it's a fucking action game, like a brawler. It's not even a fighting game anymore.
More like a baller.
But why?
That's what they were going for.
Naka, did you hear the
Somebody recap the fucking story. You're all fucking
Nobody
dicks.
knows what happened anymore. It's confusing as fuck.
I literally spent about 20 minutes going over it with people, and you all sat there. You should have been fucking Aiden recap.
We can't understand you when you're
Aiden
speaking
recap.
Scottish. I don't
No one
know.
listens. Try. Tell us what's happening.
Can I do the recap if nobody
Chris
wants?
is very good at it.
Shoot.
The representative from Serbia has the floor.
From last season, our intrepid heroes, let's call them that, have managed to escape from a cursed forest after killing many horrible things, especially some big things, which they looted the corpse indiscriminately. As they got back into their hometown, they found that lots of people were gone. But luckily this time it was no invasion. It was the people from the magical forest of good, happy altruism and stuff who came to heal the town after the last attack. They offered also to heal Tok, who was showing strange behavior ever since he came from the forest. And now we are deep in Tok's mind, as you can see on the screen.
Lives matter.
Okay, it's not in deep in Fox mind though, is it? Because there's stuff there.
I love the colour of my skin.
Also, I just decided to leave it zoomed in on one particular part of the tree. That was just kind of like, you know.
I love the texture of my tusks.
I like the wind between my open, naked legs.
I'm not shocked.
Okay.
I like the feel of cool linoleum on my anus.
The question we left off on last time was seemingly emanating from this enormous glowing tree that is rising out of this sea of filth beneath it. The simple question of which path will you follow? The path of rebirth? The path of flesh and bone? Or the path of blood?
It's always part flesh and bone and blood in this game.
I'll give you flesh and a bone.
Well, I recall that the path of blood was told to me that would be the path of glory and the path of my heritage. Then I walk the path of blood. I will rebuild my clan and I will bring back the name of my people.
How right you are. Then it's sealed. As you drift back into consciousness, your eyes flutter open to the side.
Oh,
Oh my god, my screen was only down a wee bit there, and for a minute there I thought, is that tree doing a goatsy?
Almost, very close.
The top of it was cut off.
Well, it's a Fitzy, let's call it like that.
That's a funny looking birdhouse.
Is that the lady?
No, it seems you've been taken to some other more remote piece of the part of the grove. Most of the trees here have been seemingly damaged by a storm, or something similar, or perhaps simply broken by something flying low. This tree stands completely intact,
How do I
and
feel?
warped into the form of what appears to be a hooded, winged figure.
Do I feel like I can stand?
You feel light as a feather.
Roll to stand.
I get up from the cart I imagine I was on, and
No,
I
you've been
stand
left
up.
you have been left in what appears on a bedding of moss. This is softer than your own bed at home.
Well, I get up and I lean against my tetsubo like it's a cane and just look up expectantly.
Your tetsubo is not beside you. In fact, the only garments you have upon you are some rudimentary clothing and wrapping around your chest and gut, a set of bandages that are made of very fine, what appear to be silk.
I attempt to lean on my tetsubo that isn't there and almost fall over and then recover and totally make it look like I never just nearly dicked myself. And then look up expectantly at the giant angel tree hole.
It seems to be a very elaborate piece of sculpture. It seems that it was bent with magic into this form. And the entirety of this creation is infested with woodpeckers and other birds.
I look just generally around me and is there anybody else here or is it just me and the figure in the hole in the tree?
There are a few other figures left around this area of the grove. It seems that it's just a place for those who have been weakened to recuperate.
I just yell up, I guess, at the tree. Are we done here? I want to go find my mother.
After a while, a few attendants walk by. They're all in these very, very plain robes. The ones you saw earlier. They'll ease you to your feet and return your tetsubo to your grasp, so you can at least lean on it.
Oh,
You're a bit
thank
shaky
you.
on your feet, but you nonetheless feel very spry and light.
Do you know about my mother? Is she alright? Small woman, she looks like she's got a face like she'd end your existence.
One of the people in the robes will turn to you. Don't worry, child. She's being brought here now as we speak.
Well, I'm 16. At least you know that's. I'm no child.
Means you can fuck him.
I can drink.
It is merely an honor to think, child.
Alright,
We'll
well,
lie
fair
on
enough.
before the trees.
Well, I can't complain. Thanks for patching me up. Am I okay now? Did you fix the stuff in me?
Lady Charybdis did her very best and cleaned your wounds. Though it seems it took a lot out of both of you. Please, we'll return you to your friends.
Well,
Do your best
after
to
I
take
check
things
it.
easily.
Yeah, I understand. I just want to check up my mum and my friends, and then I'll send thanks to the person that fixed me.
Don't worry, Chandler. All will be okay. You'll head back to the grove with the others. This is what appears to be the almost like a lobby that you were in earlier, the earlier clearing. The others are propping themselves up against various stones, and besides the giant dryad sculpted trees.
Hey faggots, how y'all doing? Everybody doing alright?
Talk, you're alive.
Oh.
For the moment, we were worried.
Yeah, definitely.
What did they do to you inside of there?
I don't know. My head's a bit cloudy, but I feel better, I guess. After the adrenaline wore off from all the shit with the forest and the village, I wasn't feeling too hot.
It should be noted that some of you will have actually witnessed what happened on the last session. Namely that Lady Charybdis, when treating Thok, seemingly reached into his abdomen and ripped out enormous corrupted threads of entrails. Seemingly without injuring Thok himself.
They did fate healing on you, Tok. It's like they pulled the guts of that monster from the forest we killed. You know, the big, ugly, nasty thing.
Yeah. That's what happens when fucking big black nightmare buggers try to mess with me. You know, fucking, it's gonna happen. You mess with me, you mess with my friends, you mess with my family, I'm gonna fucking shove my fancy new stick up your arse is what's gonna happen. Has anybody seen my mum? Is she okay?
Roll for perception. Have we seen the mom?
Yeah, it just does.
That's good. What's my brother? Is he alright?
I'm fine. I'm sending that.
I'll get it. I'm glad to see you're keeping busy.
John left a while ago to fetch her and some of the others.
Is John alright? John get fucking hurt really badly. Is he okay?
John has a new eye.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, everything's really foggy. God.
I look at the like not the main lady but her assistant or something. I ask her that I don't want to intrude, but is there a queue for non-critical injuries later on?
One of the members of the what seems to be Druid Circle, seemingly female. This one. Oh, certainly, Childer. All are welcome here. Doesn't matter how minor it may be, or even if it's just something cosmetic, we can help.
I pull off my robe and I show my invisible head with blood falling around.
We can fix this, Childer. Don't worry.
Yes.
Though I fear we may need to bring in Lady Charybdis for this.
Yeah, I will wait for her to recover.
Right.
Is that who fixed me?
Yes, Childer. She's the one who pulled the corruption from you. I fear it took more out of her than we anticipated, and she may be a small while. Tell you what, I'll gather some of the other acolytes and see what we can do. It doesn't seem as serious as I thought.
Well, when she's feeling better, I'd like to say thank you at least.
Your health and good fortune are all the thanks we need, Childer.
Okay. Has anybody
Let me get the others.
Has anybody seen Regave?
I assume I'm just around in the lobby and whatnot.
Yeah, the place here is large enough that you can be kind of pottering around wherever you wish.
Yeah.
Regave, you nailed it. You there, man?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's going on with this? What there was an evil forest of nightmarish shit. We went in to fight some spiders and now we're in a good forest and stuff, and it's at either sides of our of our village? What's going on?
Oh, I forgot about
Well, it looks like this forest is what is being rebuilt from the burned forest from earlier when the fire had spread.
So technically, I helped out.
Yeah, absolutely. Hitler helped with the creation of Israel. You're right.
Look. All I'm going to say is the only way to stop a bad forest with a gun is a good forest with a gun. That's all I'm going to say. Alright.
The mental image of this, 8-foot-tall ogre who's kind of teetering back in his stance, half drugged up to the gills, very unsure of himself and about to keel over, arguing that somehow none of this is his fault, and we got some good hits in, right?
I mean,
I don't even use fire. Well, I do now, but I didn't at the time. I manifested this fabulous secret powers were revealed to me when I held aloft my big stick and said, "Fuck, it'd be nice to use elements." At this point, I fall over.
Has the element strike where your Tetsubo used to be?
Just a tiny pathetic wee jet of water just comes out there.
Yeah,
Tetsubo.
It's kind of there's a sound. It's like a puff of dust with a noise.
Somebody tell my mother love it.
Come on, Tuck. Let's get you home. I think
It'll be all right.
I think we need to get you home for a nice sleep and some food.
Hey, big man, how you been? How you doing? Do you have any idea what's going on?
I do not. I just accept the situation.
You know what? I can respect that. You're alright by me. You know what? We fucking wrestled. You were a real nibber. You're as far as I'm concerned, you're an honorary ogre, my man. I put my fist up to fist bump.
You get O-word privileges.
You can say the O word.
You actually
no, the S-word privileges.
As far as I'm concerned, you're my ogre.
Put it this way. Not being able to sleep does a lot to a man.
It sounds kind of gay, but you know what? All right, I'm just gonna curl up for a bit and just.
As you're laying down, the moss forms beneath you, and it's as if sleeping on a bed of actual linen.
Maka, you can cry from happiness now. Like a big autistic baby.
Basically, what he is.
We should get the wheelbarrow for later on. Anybody else seriously injured?
First, you get the skulls.
I think we got. Did we not get healed?
I think we all did. Yeah.
Jingji, how are your gills holding now that we are out of the forest?
I mean, as far as I can tell, I'm okay. But I last worked on I had 25, but I thought then at the very end we healed because we rested, so I don't know how that worked out.
You will heal. If you rested here, you will have regained roughly 5 times your hit dice.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm good. Feeling pretty good.
Most people will be fine from that. And if you had any stat damage, it's gone. It's evident that this location, this grove here, is very deeply steeped in positive energy. You can practically, when you are laying down and in repose, you can practically feel your wounds knitting together. It's not unpleasant, but it's a bit unnerving the first time.
I will probably have to sleep here later because I want to check on the town and especially Vasilini if he's around.
You hear a light sound.
Your Patreon money paid for those coconuts.
No, I've just got really big hands. Oh, 4 coconuts.
I wish I had coconuts. What was that noise?
Oh, while Jeff approaches. If I can find where I put his NPC listing.
Ensue a beautiful reunion. Aren't you still obsessed with this stupid fucking unicorn, dude? Fuck.
He's asleep.
Let us enjoy this moment of silence.
If you wake him up, we'll have to listen to him.
That's true.
You notice that Jeff doesn't actually enter the glade, he just stands at the very threshold.
Why not?
Yeah, sense motive?
Roll away. He is awaiting an invitation in, as this is a druid's grove.
Is it? Can only the druid invite him in, or is it like a? You can just bring your mates along.
He is technically not a natural unicorn, so he's not attuned to the land here. So he must be invited into a druid's grove.
Can we invite him, or does it have to be one of the druids?
Seems to be waiting for pretty much anyone.
Oh, well, then...
Though some of the acolytes are gathering around and remarking in wonder at seeing an actual unicorn in the flesh.
Yeah.
Let alone having one saunter up to the opening of their glade.
The greatest fucking unicorn that ever actually lived, I might add.
Right, he's
I look at the acolyte, I point at the dog, and I point at the unicorn. It's his. Don't ask.
You can't just
the acolytes scramble, seemingly going off to get Lady Charybdis, and there's talks of an offering.
An offering?
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Roll knowledge. Fucking arcana or what? knowledge nature.
Nature, religion, or arcana.
Wait, sorry.
Damn.
That was arcana.
Okay. Okay, let's do one small thing. Okay. With a 30, you know very easily. Whenever a creature of auspice, such as a unicorn, especially a unicorn lord like Jeff, it's a fairly simple
A unicorn lord like Jeff.
Especially low-ranking acolytes like the ones around, it's fairly simple matter for them to offer up what they can.
Technically, his name is Lord Unicron. Is that his name? Jeff Unicron.
Technically, his full name is Lord Shin Jeff Unicron. It's a bit of a mouthful, unfortunately. Be as it may. So after a lot of mutterings and attempts at organisation, a group of acolytes wander forward with something wrapped in what appears to be spider silk. They take the knee and lay it on the ground, bowing deeply. Roger.
What does
And
it
all the
look like?
acolytes. After a while, Jeff moves forward over the threshold and begins to eat from the bag. It seems to be a bag of very simple food. Though whatever in there is radiating a magical aura that you can sense even without activating detect magic.
Is this good magic, Rags?
I suppose I could do a. Yeah, I
Yeah,
suppose I could do a chest. Yeah, that shouldn't be any problem at all.
It's not fucking sleeping pills.
Okay. These appear to be grains and berries that have been grown in positively charged soil. Like incredibly magically enriched soil.
Do they confer any
hunger.
extra benefits?
If you could roll me a spellcraft, be my guest.
Wait, not spellcraft, it's fucking profession cook time.
Profession cook as well.
How about diplomacy?
If you could speak to one of the acolytes, they can probably tell you.
Oh, wow.
That was spellcraft, and here is profession chef, better than spellcraft.
It's a little bit better, but you're not able to glean very much. These are... these are no natural grains or fruits. These are something deeply magical.
Well, I can go ahead and I can ask one of the acolytes exactly about these things, because I noticed they're just so radiant with this, positive energy. So I could ask them to tell me about it.
Okay. Any particular preference as to what kind of acolyte you're looking for to speak to? Anyone high or low ranking?
Oh, I figure someone kind of in the middle, not one of the people doing the more mundane work, and I don't want to go all the way up to the top, but one of the supervisor type levels. Well, middle management.
You managed to drift close to one of the ones who helped ease Fock out into the glade here.
Uh-huh.
And in particular, where do you want to go with, or just go with simple inquiry?
It's just a simple inquiry about, I guess, what makes the soil so magical, and what exactly, what benefits do these do these foodstuffs essentially give to people? What makes them better than just the same ones grown in normal soil?
Lady Charybdis twisted the soil here with positive energy herself, and sought the weave's strength. These grains grow here all year round, and they will do from now on. Just a handful of them can feed a person for a week.
Are we allowed to take some in our quest?
Can I take a
so.
large amount and just
Is the distillation allowed in the religion of the druids?
Certainly. Child, half of these trees are filled with mead.
Mead.
She will.
mead?
Though, roll
Glowing
knowledge
eyes.
chef. Roll profession chef, my friend.
Here you go.
Any kind of
25.
Okay, this is a method to brew elvish mead.
Oh, hell yeah.
What you do is you get the ingredients, you lay them in the hollow of a tree, and you wood shape the tree shut around the mixture, and let it ferment over a century or two. The result is some of the finest alcohol known to elvenkind. Though this appears to be a much lighter affair. Though magically enhanced, so it has aged well beyond its years.
How do they feel about trading, especially in a leftover of unicorn meat? Would it be?
I don't know.
Praise?
Should we present that to him? It might send him the wrong impression.
Yeah, this is like me just asking myself, as an elf to an elf, as an elf to an elf, how bad would this be?
Oh, child, don't worry. Here, they will take up what appears to be a gourd, fairly hefty-looking thing, much larger than any wine bottle you've seen. They will simply press it to the tree. It will give way under its touch, and a gout of the mead will fill the gourd. They hand it to you.
Are there gourds like this lying around?
The plants the gourds grow from are freely growing, and all result in these same hollow gourds.
Well, I sure would like to maybe have some of this to, pass town. Just potentially, just
and we provide onward.
I did to take a sip.
You feel as though you will never enjoy mead other than this ever again.
Well, that sounds valuable.
Have you ever drunk something that just instantly ruined everything else related to it?
Yes, elderflower liqueur.
I just look at with the theory in my eye and I take a second sip.
The gourd isn't emptying.
Can I ask if this mead has medicinal properties?
Oh, certainly, Chalder.
Is it organic?
Cures depression.
It'll take some time. If you can come back in a year or two, we'll have the first batch of the Storm Tier mead ready.
Is there like
Trust
a
me, if
fucking
you've any depression, it will cure that simply.
I ask them, is there like something shaped like top of the bottle, some plant, like for the baby?
She will simply reach to a tree, pluck off a mushroom, and is it into
the
top of the gourd?
Yeah, I'll put it on the gourd.
It flows freely.
Yeah, I put it on the gourd and like now with this baby pacifier stuck on the bottle, I'll give it to Tok while he sleeps.
I would also like to steal some. So what I'm gonna try to be sneaky about this. So
I would also like to steal some.
I just want to steal some.
I was just gonna steal it. Okay. Now I've got
everything's for free. Everything's for fucking free.
Dude, nobody gives you anything free, dude. Nobody gives you nothing in this world is free. So
I don't know.
So you're gonna steal it for free?
Yes, for free.
I don't
probably
know why,
they'll just look at you weird, like, "Are you okay over there?
I don't.
Yeah, you need some help."
I don't know why.
Is everything okay?
I don't know why, but on reflex,
I'm just saying.
on reflex, while asleep, I grab the biggest rock I could find in the immediate vicinity and throw it in the direction of Jinji.
Imagine
let's be fair,
trying to
let's be
steal
fair,
free
let's be fair.
samples.
Let's let her roll. Let's let her roll. The person who has never successfully sleight of handed fucking anything this entire campaign.
Sleight of hand, which
Let's go. Let's go.
yeah, it's gonna work real well, I'm sure.
It's like trying to steal a Bible out of a hotel room.
Yes.
Like they're meant to take.
Frowned
you know?
upon, but will they even be angry?
I don't know why you're giving it to me for free, and I'm suspicious because you are.
So I'm gonna steal it. It still sounds
And so what do you want him to say? All right, well in that case, it's 10 silvers.
Come on, everybody else. Let's see your perception. Let's see your perception.
Yeah, roll for me trying to steal it first.
I'm asleep. It's just a primal nature that I imagine Jinji's doing something retarded and I want to throw a brick at her.
Udix, motherfucker.
He doesn't really witness her stealing. He witnesses her taking it taking it sneakily.
Udex's head turns 180 degrees.
It's like a really angry iron owl.
If you break the law, I'll break you.
The thing is, she's not even breaking the law. She's just wasting her own time.
She's not breaking the law.
Okay.
If you break the law, you get the mole.
Look,
if you break the law, I'll shag your mole.
I'm confused. I don't look. No one ever gives you anything for free, and when they give you something for free that sounds way too good to be true, there's no way that's.
I will always give you my beatings for free.
I know you do.
The important thing, Aiden, is as Jingji reaches for the gourd, she plucks the gourd very easily. but something behind it. Let's hope it loads. Otherwise, I'm going to look like an asshole.
Okay, so that no, it's not technically true. It's never for free. You always earn the fucking beatings I give you.
What's behind it?
Loading. Okay, that one is loading. Improvised adapt overcome. Okay, I think roll 20 is freezing on me, which is what the course of this is.
Oh no.
Sometimes I go out into the street and just steal oxygen from the air.
Okay, hang on. Out of character, for real. Like, you guys don't go to hotels and just take stuff?
Yeah,
Seriously?
But... No, hold on.
Okay,
There is a difference.
My roll 20, my roll 20 has desynced. I will be right back.
If they gave
I have to be honest with you. I have to be honest with you.
I don't trust. Okay. Oh wait. I just don't trust it. I think that it's suspicious. No one offers anything for free. And if it is free, can't I just take some and sell it anyway? What's the problem? I'm not understanding.
No, that's the fact that you're trying to steal it and you're not just taking it.
This is why people kill monkeys.
Let me be honest with you. The stuff I bring to hotel is much better than the hotel stuff. So I am afraid that hotel will steal from me.
But you still steal. Not all hotels. I've been to some where it was like, oh my god.
No, but it's like, okay, there's a difference. There's a distinct difference. If they said, here's a mint for free, and you went, haha, I've stolen the mint. Like, it still makes you sound like a melt. It doesn't.
No, but if it's like, okay, so if you go and stay in Trump Tower and you pay like the extra deluxe rate, everybody, one of the reasons why it's so expensive is because they give you this robe that has the Trump like logo on it, and everybody just takes them home with them. So like that's part of the cost, because it's like, oh no, I got my nice Trump robe. That's different from a mint, my dude. If this is supposed to be the best mead ever and you're just giving it away, I don't believe that. I'm a capitalist.
I still don't understand what you're saying.
I'd like to sell it. Either way, I'd like to sell it.
Well, my parents stayed at Trump Tower and they said it was the nicest hotel they've ever stayed in their life. And what's it called? They never fucking stole anything because they ain't fucking degenerates, you dirty bitch.
You wouldn't steal a robe with a big T on it. You wouldn't take that from Trump Tower.
Well, I would. If it had a T on it specifically, I would.
Why is Knuckle on fire? Oh, fuck, I should say.
What?
It's not even story. They expect it. It's built into their price model. I swear to God, it is.
Oh, I'm on fire. I'm on fire! Jesus.
My hair is on fire. My precious golden hair is on fire.
As you lift up the gourd, there is a tiny little mushroom with an even tinier, littler face on it, and is looking directly at you.
Why did you kill my mommy?
I saw you stealing, bitch.
It sits there, criminal scum, quietly judging you.
Like, let's face facts. If there was many Aidens as people, you have to admit they would eat babies.
Luckily, they only make up
Jamie,
13% of the population.
I think eating monkey meat is how you get AIDS!
Second.
I'm gonna intimidate. Just keep this on the DL, okay?
I'm
Don't tell
gonna roll
anybody.
to intimidate the mushroom, baby.
I'm intimidating the mushroom, yes. I don't tell anybody that. Snitches get stitches, okay?
Have you not learned anything from Dark Souls what happens when you fucking piss off the mushrooms?
Okay, I need to roll my resistance check because it actually gets to roll this. It kind of looks down, sadly.
Could I roll perception to notice this?
Can I set Aiden on fire with my flaming head? Why is my head on fire? You're
Bill,
an asshole.
could I roll perception to try and notice this?
Did anyone notice me do this?
No one else has noticed yet, but I believe that people are wanting to roll. So roll your stealth.
Ludex got a 22.
Go on.
And then he just got a 24.
Where is it?
I don't even care that my head's
Ludex is
on fire.
judging you.
Holy shit!
Oh, wow.
Oof.
You didn't see shit, Udex.
Oh, you're a
Holy
cunt. I hope
shit,
you
that
die.
is a really good roll. Well done.
Golly, this sure is a wonderful place.
Fair enough.
So when we go to the court, can we just say that Aiden did everything?
Well, no, just tell her that, like...
This is like, it's like
just tell
you're
her
going to the
sentence is free.
supermarket.
Just tell her the sentence is free.
As it weeps, it scampers off into the undergrowth, into a little hole in the wall, and
Fucking
disappears
shoot
from
you,
view.
cunt.
Aiden, you understand
As
what
you
you're doing.
st- as
is
you look
essentially
down-
like going to a supermarket where they hand out like free samples, and you go to the guy who's handing out the free samples. You're like, "Look, what's that over there?" And as he turns his head, you just like swipe one and run away.
Yeah, no, I don't swipe one. I swipe a whole bunch of them so that I can go sell them to other people. Have you ever been
And then you threaten him.
They have,
You what?
and I just take all of their carts, and then I go outside of the Costco and I start my own business. That's
No,
called
no,
capitalism.
do you know what this is like? It's like there's a guy doing free samples, and then you notice where the guy puts the free samples, and then you sneak in, and you notice his child is there, and then you intimidate his child, and then steal the samples.
Yeah.
And,
And then the guy goes, I don't work here. Because he's just some random dude.
You're a horrible
As you look down at the gourd, you notice that something is carved into it in Sylvan. If you speak Sylvan, let me know. Or if you have linguistics.
Do I speak that as an elf?
I have Sylvan.
Sylvan and Elven is not the same, no?
They're related languages, kind of like how Sylvan is basically the Druidic root of, pardon pun, of Elvish in a lot of ways. But Elvish has some rather further afield influences as well.
It's just like a piece of paper, or
No, it's just something carved into the gourd.
oh, it's in the
It's only very light. It's like it's more like printed onto the gourd at this point. It's like written in spores. It literally looks like the little myconid thing head-butted this into the thing.
Okay, I'll go up to Nira and say like, "Oh hey, I just happened to find this. You know, this is. Could you potentially read that? Wondering what it means, just out of intellectual curiosity."
That's what you're
before that, how strong is the mead?
It's about 30 proof. Sorry, 30 by volume, I should say. That's strong. It's like port. Upper end of port.
Yeah. Let's see what you have here. So, what do I roll for translation?
Linguistics or int check.
Int check. Linguistics int check. Let's see what it says over here. This little tiny thingy. It says. Why did you kill? No, I gotta be that. Bill with the roll of 10. What do I?
Oh, it's fairly simple. It says home sweet home.
Oh, well.
Oh, look, there is a little rug, and there is a 2 pair of slippers. One says "mommy," other says something.
In memory of dead
one
child.
is
you feel
listed
bad
as one says mother and one says father. The concerning thing is that the father is an adult human size 17.
Oh no.
Put it back, you asshole.
Is he a part of the Foot Clan?
Well, I didn't know.
Then put it back, you asshole.
Okay, I'll put it back. I don't know if that's gonna help.
Leave a note that says, "I'm deeply sorry for being alive."
Oh shit. Okay, yeah. I'll try to just put it back where I found it as best as possible. I actually do feel bad about this. Now I feel legitimately bad.
Made a fucking tiny mushroom baby cry, you fucking
I'm
scum
not
human.
evil. I'm neutral. I thought it was useful. I didn't know it was his home.
Fucking asshole.
I didn't know it's where he lived.
So why we got to stop
Roll me a
letting
perception check,
monkeys
please.
into the nice
Me?
places?
Yes, please. There's a tiny little pair of eyes poking out from this log.
Are you my mommy?
No, I am your doom.
Okay, I just try to put the gourd back where I got it. Sorry. I was just trying to steal things as I normally did. I didn't think I was somebody's home. I'm not that horrible.
I'm sorry I tried to steal this thing. I didn't realise it was owned by somebody else.
Stealing is one thing. If it's somebody's house, it's a little bit different, dude. You don't steal someone's home. You wouldn't steal a car. Would you steal an MP3?
It will scamper up and it'll jump in the little house.
Sample? I mean,
I just thought it was a fucking plant. I wasn't interested in stealing from the forest, just from the elves.
oh my god.
God damn it! Sorry, just let me put this back.
A little piece of paper is pushed up through the top of the gourd, where the cork would normally be.
Scum.
It just says get fucked.
It just says total massacre.
Oh no.
It just says peace was never an option.
What does it say? If I can read it.
You violated my NEP.
It says, in a very childish handwriting, which appears to be written in wax.
Oh fuck!
It's like a Chinese. It's like a fortune cookie. It's like when one door closes, another opens. It's like, oh, that's nice. You know?
It just says, in a very childish scrawl, "It's okay. I'm a coward too."
That's a beatdown. Like, oh.
At which point, on the gourd, a little strap of cloth will be issued out of one of the upper windows and looped in through the front door, like a carrying handle. On the other side, it says, "Take me with you. I'm sick of this place. I'm so bored. I've only been alive 3 days, so I want to die."
Okay.
Oh, dude, I can feel that.
Alright, well that's okay. Okay, can we now get at the more pressing issue of why am I on fire? Am I still asleep? Did I notice I'm on fire?
How are you sleeping?
Fire? It seems warm.
Because I was asleep. And my head appears to be on fire.
More importantly, is his new hair on fire?
No, my new hair is a beautiful unicornian mane.
Is unicorn mane resistant to fire?
No.
A little bit.
Whatever. Bill, tell us what's happening.
A tiny little dancing sprite with a little bizarre-looking, almost elvish face on it is dancing on the Thok's forehead.
Does this wake me up?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
So those around him, there's no smell on the air of burning.
As visions of sugar plums dance on your forehead.
Well,
we already have that musical number. We can't do that twice.
I will go to chum up with some of the acolytes that look free to see if they want a drink to hear the tale of what we did in the forest.
At the moment anyone mentions a story, they gather around in their dozens. It seems that a lot of these acolytes are actually quite young.
Oh wow! Something
nice forest you got here. Let's tell you what happened to the last forests we were in.
Funny story.
Bill, what is the skin color of the elves around me?
White, I hope.
Bella, roll 17.
Okay. Fuck, you're waking. There's a
Roll for
light
skin
dancing above your head. The elves here run the gamut. There are species of elves you forgot existed.
Oh, multi.
There's a desert elf or two. There's a sea elf here.
Oh, you'd have to call them desert elves nowadays. Christ.
What worries you is that one of them is a grunge elf, which you haven't seen in a long, long time.
What is a grunge elf?
A grunge elf is... Roll me a knowledge nature is what it is.
There's only one
Lord, fucking
hopping around.
Okay.
For a decade.
So, just give me a second.
So I raise one of my sausage fingers up towards the direction of the thing. Do I feel heat or anything?
No, you don't feel any heat still. In fact, it's a bit chilly.
Alright, well I'll leave it there and I'll just...
You know what a grunge elf is. And this one is, despite their robes, clearly wearing underneath their armor.
The only thing worse than a grunge elf is an armored grunge elf.
A grunge elf, or grell for short, are a species of predominantly carnivorous nomadic elves that live in deep forest and jungle. And they are second only to the further afield planet of Valinor and Eastgardian elves, considered the most dangerous species of elf in existence. Mainly due to their admittedly now mainly historical practice of ritualistic cannibalism.
I take a drunken sip and I approach the most trustworthy looking acolyte I can. And I ask them, don't want to be too much racist, but isn't that a grunge? Don't they, you know...
I mean, you know what they're like.
You mean
You
Brother
can't say
Santia?
that.
I nod my head.
I'm pretty sure that grunge elves, despite being only 13% of the elf population,
Yeah, it was coming.
Only commit 50% of the cannibalism.
Some of the Valinor.
A good twist on a classic favorite.
Don't worry about Brother Santia. He's been around here for a little while now. He's been with us a long time.
He's vegan now.
Okay, I take another sip. Okay, if you say so. Now, sit down.
You notice something on the wall. Could you roll me a linguistics check, please?
Yep, I can. Even if my linguistics is total shit. Yeah.
There's something disquieting about the symbol on the wall and how it's accompanied by these weird runes that seem to shift slightly.
Oh, it's a swastika.
I ask...
No, there are no Nazi elves. This is not the movie Elf. I should stress
Are you a
that
Nazi?
Will Ferrell
Is
was
this your
a
elf?
Nazi elf movie called Elf.
I love that fucking episode you did.
I ask the acolyte, what does the rune say? I think I saw it somewhere.
Oh, don't worry, it's nothing. It's nothing.
I take a sip. Mm-hmm.
Just a clock. It's okay.
Okay, sit down, kids. Let Mama Nira tell you how we survived the things we should probably not have survived. And I begin the grand tale of how we humbly met in this town many weeks ago and went out in the pit fields where we dug out a mummy and horrible people attacked us. Justin, Tristan and I, and a shining battle and explosions and shit. It set forest on fire. We had to run for our very lives. How we got to the church, how we ran underground and above ground, how we met the moths and the fish people, how we yeeted them all away and just got in time town to stop the big fire and the big monster. At this point, I ask for a refill.
You notice that in all the time you've been drinking, the level of drink in the gourd has not gone down.
Yep.
I look around a bit and I notice Jeff is here. And I go, oh, fuck, Jeff! And then I get up and I'll rush over to give him a big hug.
And I rest his forehead against yours. And that will dance spasmodically.
And at that moment, I put to the audience, and here's the best part of the story. Let me tell you how Tok met Jeff. And then I begin in low whispering voices, so it's like a secret. Don't tell anyone. But when we fought in the forest, we defeated the very spirits of the darkness themselves, of fear themselves. It was the great success. The monster came to us. I'm coming for a copper. I'm coming for your souls. I'm coming for your pets. I'm coming for your pigeon.
The monster
But you're not afraid.
My magnum dong.
We look at it and we split that thing in half. The forest rebelled. The cursed forest to the south. It started sprouting evil columns. We escaped just this close. Just this close. It was like another sip of the drink, and then I tell them how when we drag out the monster open we found a dead unicorn. It was so beautiful. It was a female, but the monster already ate it. We dragged it out of the forest so it didn't become cursed and undead. It was the best we could do. We decided not to let the meat be gone, so we saved it.
Some of the younger ones are crying at the thought.
Here's how we cut up his unicorn corpse, kids.
We didn't want to eat the unicorn, but it was either becoming undead, horror,
or lunch, yeah.
Or lunch. The irony of this life, isn't it?
Would you like to roll me a perform oratory?
Can I assist him with that?
Yes, you may.
Right,
Just
how do
hide
I-
up in the background. If you don't have the skill, it's a charisma check.
Charisma check. Wait.
Well, all right. So I add my charisma modifier to his roll.
You'd roll your check. I'll take the higher of the two checks and add +2 from the other one, provided they roll over a 10.
So, because I have only one in charisma, this is going to be amazing.
Would diplomacy also work?
It's more of a performance thing rather than a...
Right.
Because performance oratory is one of my things that I chose.
I think you can stand in the background and make like cool explosion sounds.
Just do it in sign language in the background.
You are holding up a teleprompter. It's like a chalkboard teleprompter.
No, Mud just stands in the corner of the screen and he just fades in out of stealth and just starts doing hand symbols and shit like that.
Just doing random gang symbols, yeah.
Regave, if you would.
Like,
how exactly do I roll perform?
1d20 plus your charisma modifier, plus your skill in oratory.
A good 4-minute just middle fingers at the kids because I just feel like it.
I don't see oratory in the skill list.
It'll be under performance.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, that's a total of 21. Okie
And then I get to big crescendo, so I build it, finish. And then, as we did the best we can do to honor the body, Tok took the horn. Oh, the sweet summer child, lulled in the bliss of ignorance. He found
what? Shut your hole,
he had no idea what he's doing. Let's be honest, nobody did. He just wanted the unicorn for a friend. He found a horse friend.
I knew what I was doing.
He hoped ever since he was a little boy for something more.
To have a horse friend.
So he took the horn and tried to connect it to the horse. And he said, I wish you were a real unicorn, Jeff. We had no idea what happened. We had no idea. The deity looked and smiled at this. But here he is, Jeff, who was a horse. Now he's the most majestic unicorn.
I climb on Jeff at this point and I ride over on him and we reel back to show off how awesome Jeff is.
Oh yes. Oh look at this.
Look at this cover to a metal album.
At this
What an
point,
incredible specimen.
the burning wisp that has been perched on Thok's forehead will kind of evaporate into a little spiral of flame, burrowing into the bone of the skull, and what will erupt forward is a pretty much perfect copy of the horn that is upon Jeff's own head.
Wait, I've got a unicorn horn?
Yep.
Banging! Fucking, so can I climb on Jeff and just ride over and we rear back and just look amazing for the crowd?
Yes, indeed.
If that's okay with you, Jeff, I'll do so.
He will carry you there.
Roll ride, son, roll ride. You must
roll me your social skill of choice.
Oh god.
I'll even let you roll as with dazzling display, so you get to use your bab.
Ah, fuck it, I've only got intimidate. So I guess we can look fierce. I'm a giant muscle man on a fucking unicorn. Yeet. 14. Fucking at least it wasn't below 10.
Okay.
Well, I suppose Jeff is gonna make the most of this.
Bring up his stats.
I am Thok of the clan Unicron.
I am Thok, placer of horns upon foreheads.
I'm starting my new clan.
I am drunk and I still have no idea who is looking drunk.
It's for a total of 32.
I will reclaim the honour of my clan and my birthright with my new clan, with my bond, with our unicorn companions.
There is a flash of lightning overhead to punctuate the situation.
It starts a forest fire. Everyone frantically panics.
Here you go again.
I point my Tetsubo at the fire and water shoots out.
Just an upper canopy fire.
I am Lord of the Sea!
And puts the tiny fire out.
My gender is love.
Your audience is captivated.
That's it. I declare myself Folk Unicron of the newly established clan Unicron. My descendants and Jeff's descendants will live and fucking prosperously for thousands and thousands of years.
Won't you have to find a lady unicorn for that? Side objective added.
Well, it doesn't need fucking female unicorns. It can shag real women as well.
Oh, they can shag real women? I'm sure that they can.
Really wants the real woman.
We established that they can do that. They can breed with actual people. Remember we talked about that?
No, I don't remember that actually. No, I don't remember we talking about that.
Sure that
sounds like
Okay. This is factually correct because Alicorn is a race. However, can we not get into how the elves habitually fuck unicorns for some reason?
Because the elves are degenerate.
Halflings too, weirdly.
Is degeneracy a crime?
The point is, my clan accepts all those loyal to the clan. Doesn't matter. We're all about inbreeding. I, a half elf, half ogre. Jeff, a fucking chad ass motherfucking manifested unicorn of fucking raw sexiness. We will fucking bring prosperity to these lands and all kinds of other awesome shit. Yeah.
Upon mentioning half elf, half unicorn, there's a lot of very confused looking acolytes who they've just got equations appearing before their eyes.
I meant ogre, shut up.
Trying to do some geometrical calculations.
There's a lot of words and I'm not that clever. I just hit hangs with a stick. God damn it, I am on the fucking most beautiful fucking thing you've ever seen in your life. My hair looks amazing. I fucking just grew a horn. It's happening. God damn it. Fuck 2020.
What people think is that, or like, did that unicorn fuck that dude?
Oh, that's
at least one person is thinking that, to be honest.
Mr. Hand.
Two now.
We have a bromance, me and Jeff. Ain't that right? I reach my big gorilla arm round to get a brohoof. Oh fuck! I did it again. God damn it! Fuck you, Mega.
Oof.
It is
God damn, that show has ruined the concept of brohoofing.
People, I think, invented it, but sure.
Well, yeah, but fucking let's fucking look. The Nazis ruined the concept of concentration camps.
I mean, this, but unironically.
Yeah, you just got to focus.
You know what I mean? Like, people talk about World War II. Like, my granddad gets sent to a fucking camp because he was Italian because of the World War II. Like, fucking, he came back and he was perfectly fine, but everybody was like, oh, the concentration camps and whatever. And it's like, no, it was because, there was a war with Italy. Fuck off.
Yeah, I had a cousin with ADHD who had to go to a concentration camp.
Yeah.
6 million sure is a lot.
In any case, fucking me and Jeff.
I thought to myself, we really grazed using the N-word this session as, it was so proudly advertised on Aiden's channel at least once a session.
I-
And we've
I-
skipped
I-
straight
I-
past that, straight to fucking Holocaust denial. Again.
We're not saying it didn't happen.
Nobody denied the
saying
Holocaust.
it didn't happen. Yeah, I never denied the Holocaust.
I am saying,
of course not denial, but the denials in fucking Egypt.
My Italian grandfather got sent to a fucking one of the camps during World War II because Italy was up to its bullshit, as we all know. And then that was just a temporary thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but he went there as a guard. They had it off a lot better than the people who were prison.
No. He gets sent there and plucked from his house and all that kind of shit. But fucking, I heard people talking lately, in light of just modern politics, saying that Britain had concentration camps and whatnot. And if that's what they're going to say, that's what they're going to say because they're all hyperbolic and fucking.
Technically speaking, they literally did, but it meant something different. Concentration camps are just where you sent civilians so that you could just indiscriminately drop bombs without fear of casualties.
Well, I know that fucking...
The leader of the scout,
okay.
of the crowd of the scouts actually invented the concept.
Shut it. Alright, the point is, I am Fuck Unicron. This is Jeff Unicron. We are the new fucking clan that is gonna fucking bring prosperity and fucking sort shit out. Fucking, welcome to my... I was Fuck, welcome to my TED Talk.
Ain't no cock like a unicorn cock.
You fuck off.
The little mushroom man will clap.
Which is what?
This motherfucker knows what it's up. Right, join the clan?
Join the clan.
Join the clan?
Nods enthusiastically.
Here's your
Yeah, sure. What's your name, Mushroom Boy? What's your name, Mushroom Boy?
He opens his mouth and no noise comes out.
Plus, if we ever need a little extra flavor for the salad, then...
No, look at him.
I'm already angry.
That was definitely something out of character. I didn't actually say that in the world. I definitely didn't actually say that.
You're allowed to joke. It's not a falling offense to joke.
I'm gonna vouch for this guy. He's a cool dude. He knows how to forgive and forget some shit.
Set up for never.
I would like to bet this creature.
You are now Mush Unicron. Or whatever, name pending until you learn how to speak and or write. But either way, your clan name is Unicron now. Good stuff. Give that man a tiny Tetsubo made out of twigs. Somebody carve a Tetsubo out of a twig.
Give him a toothpick.
He actually scampers over to Jingji's shoulder and whispers something in the area.
I have information leading to the arrest of Hillary Clinton.
Oh, fuck.
Take me somewhere else. I can't stay here. They know where I am.
It's not safe.
Also, could you get me can I borrow a bucket of water? I need to show them this.
The last guy who had this information crashed his car and shot himself in the back of the head twice.
The concept is the Leshy who knew too much.
I mean, I don't think I'm a bucket, but, that's cool. It's whatever.
That's not true. Nearest just over there.
Oof. Coming straight from the underground.
Where do we live again? What's the name of our town?
Oakgate.
Or Oakgate?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I declare that Oakgate is now under Clan Unicron protection.
I don't think you can do that.
Is that something that you can just declare?
I declare that we are protecting it because I live there.
That,
You got a license for that.
Look, I'm on the unicorn. I just grew a horn. I'm on a roll. Fuck off.
Yeah, no, you're on a unicorn, is what you are. I mean, if you want to be technical.
I'll fucking be on you in a minute.
I mean, okay.
The little Leshy will actually scamper up to Udex and climb all the way up him, Shadow the Colossus style. Whisper, can I please borrow a glass of water? I promise you'll get it back.
Sorry, pal, I don't drink.
It looks at you. It is now so frustrated, it almost looks hurt.
Udex now looks sad.
Apparently this Tetsubo shoots water out of it, so
Ah, that's about it. I point the tetsubo at the mushroom and fire water at it.
I show to the little mushroom to the cart with which we came. There is a little water basket on the side.
It will, when being hit by the jet of water, it will stumble off into the undergrowth. And I have been supplied with the proper artwork. Good stuff. Let me just quickly upload this here. Thank you, our horde of art goblins. See, this is what your Patreon pays for, having someone on standby for when I say dumb shit to supply me with artwork. As the little Leshy begins to contort. And the result is a creature the size of Udex.
Yeet! First member of the clan is fucking awesome.
Could I try to boop the snoot?
Yes.
I shall attempt this.
Do you boop it?
Good.
The cap of its mushroom falls off. It looks very confused.
Udex just sort of freezes.
It calmly leans down, picks up its cap, places it back on its head, and goes, "Well, this is terribly embarrassing."
Oh, well, you can speak now. What's your name?
You could speak before.
I could speak earlier, but unfortunately, due to my small stature, it's very hard to have functioning lungs. Anyway, everybody's called me Cody, as do most of my race. It's
Cody Unicron, that's your name now. Welcome to the clan.
Now, do you have anything a bit bigger than this Tetsubo? It's just a little bit small for me.
Yeah, fucking yeah.
I asked him, "Can you lift this?" And I gave him the hammer.
It's mainly a formality, but
If you can lift this, you can join. I say drunkenly as I give you the fucking heavy depths. The hammer.
I don't know. Look, fucking,
Okay,
I just imagine the symbol of the clan is going to be a horn. Either that, you can get a badge with a horn, you can fucking get a t-shirt with a horn, you can have a horn on your head, do whatever you want.
I look at him and say, "You don't have to teach me that."
No, it's all about the poor's body.
Wait, is he holding the nightmare mace?
Yep.
This suits me. Anyway, I'm just making that together.
You can hold that for the time being until you organize something more appropriate.
Yeah, if you're sure. I hate to be a bother. Just so you know, but just between friends, you see that clock over there, and he'll point up at the runic symbol on one of the trees that is shifting slightly.
It's 2 minutes too slow.
No, it says days since Santiel has eaten someone.
Who?
It's never gotten past 3.
You see, a days since Sahil ate someone.
No, Santiel. Is that Grungelf over there?
Wait, he eats people. That's
before I just thought it was a bit weird, and now he's like, "Oh, well, that's a criminal."
Yeah,
this is what he's wearing underneath his robes cover up a little bit of it, but it's really obvious he's wearing like a Grungelf. Grungelves always wear this kind of clothing.
Wait, if he's a cannibal,
it's a weird cultural thing.
If he's a cannibal, then as long as there's not another grunge elf around.
It should be noted that the mask he's wearing appears to be bolted on, which is very unusual for a druid.
Wait, so
Does
it prevent him from eating?
Yes.
As in, alright. Wait, but he just said the dude just said that fucking he ate somebody 3 days ago, didn't he?
He's very, very good at it.
Why don't you kill him or get rid of him? I don't understand.
Well, I'm not going to doubt
3 times now.
I'm not going to doubt one of the words.
Or maybe I'm just feeding you bullshit because I don't like Santiel very much.
Why would you
come on, man. You just
It
showed
might
me
be
clan.
because it might be because he took a shit in my house last week and didn't tell anyone and blamed it on me. Or maybe
He blamed the massive shit on a tiny little mushroom?
Listen, you need to realize I'm a mushroom. Our entire existence is codified by being kept in the dark and fed horseshit.
Well, I can understand if he took a massive shit in your house, because it was quite a small house, and I understand there's not mushroom in there.
The important thing
God
to
damn
note
you,
is
you always try to
can't
set up.
trust grunge elves. Ever.
Yeah. Well, that's fair
I've seen
enough.
him eat little strips of flesh from something. I'm not sure what from.
Like bacon or...
Regave!
Bill, what is the skin color of the grunge elf? Can I see it?
No. There's no visible skin.
Around elves.
Oh, that makes things
Can
difficult.
I use detect melanin?
Okay, alright, so out of everybody that was watching and was captivated by the performance and my divine horsey nobility, what's it called? Fucking, I point to the person that looks the most fancy and go, "You there!"
Yes?
Not you, you dick.
Yes, Gelda.
What's the deal with this fucking flesh nibbling elfie boy? What's the deal?
He loves
give it. I'm on a unicorn, I'll say whatever I want.
He is reformed.
Alright.
All here have come here to flee from their past, whether it be from crime or trauma.
Well,
all find rebirth in the grove.
Well, brother Cody here says that fucking the dude's full of shit. Literally, what's happening?
Well, people mostly, I'd imagine.
You will learn in time, don't worry.
No, better hope so. My mum's here. I ain't gonna end well.
He will move aside a part of his robe and he will show off places on his upper chest where it appears as though someone has taken almost like a chisel and carved out a chunk of flesh. We all have burdens to bear.
You must have pissed off the Masons Guild.
Well, another
We
cannibals.
make our sacrifices for each other.
Do they need to eat other fucking living things? Can they not just have like a sandwich?
Udek shall casually walk over to the grunge elf
hello,
and say,
sandwich.
"Hello, pal. How's it going?"
I watch intently.
Hi, Azura, you're a tall one.
Yeah, well,
champion.
they made me quite big, indeed.
I'll put them on the...
Oh my god, he's champion Hank. It's the grand chip. Oh, fucking
Shank?
just. Oh god. Ugh.
He's actually a bit higher up in the tree.
So what's your story?
Yeah, why do you?
Well,
No, I live on the first floor.
I mean, really, look at
no one likes the grunge elves, sir. So I just came here to live with these people. They look after me. I look after them. I keep this place safe.
Seems like a nice place.
We all stick together as best we can.
Well, you seem pretty trustworthy.
Not many people look past our outward appearances, especially not someone like me.
Fucking knife ears.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
They see all the spikes and the weirdness, and they make a few assumptions. I don't really blame them for it. Most of my kindred are rather vile, and the get-up doesn't really help me much. But tradition is tradition.
You could use a makeover.
Connection shoots a look over to Ragave, and his eyes begin glowing.
Oh no, that was out of character.
Follow me, I think it was in character.
Good. I get. Well,
Oh, I don't think that is
Seems like something Ragave would say.
Is it really?
He strikes me as someone who shitposts a lot.
Does he have to eat flesh?
I mean, why not?
Unfortunately,
I don't want any
stomach.
opinion for you, bitch.
What have I
Grangelf
done?
dying
recently?
can't handle anything else.
Sorry,
Cody, eat this bitch.
Hold up. If he needs to, if he can only eat.
I'm not a savage.
Yeah.
I thought we were cool anyway. Like, you know.
So Grangelf can only
He will waddle up and he will pick up Jingji and place her on his shoulder.
The mushroom.
Underneath, which is kind of cramped because of the cap, but.
Okay, I have some questions for
then.
Grangelf because I'm confused. So they can eat humanoids, but nothing else.
If I get this correctly,
Nothing else, I'm afraid.
you take bits of them occasionally.
Yeah, he probably doesn't eat the whole body in one sitting. That's.
So why are you still
indeed.
dressed what I'm saying about?
It's just how we are. We're not allowed to take off our clan's markings.
But haven't you forsaken your clan by coming to live here in a peaceful relationship where people are cutting off their nipples off to cook you for your breakfast?
Unfortunately, no, they abandoned me, not the other way around.
Alright, well, you know what? If they're okay with it and you're looking after them, you know what? I guess it's a fair trade. Whatever.
No, I do my best to heal their wounds with my magic.
And I imagine this place just heals places, you know?
It
Oh,
helps
it's
an
a
awful
war
lot.
situation, man. I don't. Oh,
Actually,
man.
hold up. When he mentions that
intensifies.
When he mentions that he heals people with magic, I ask him if there's a way for me to learn any of that, because that sounds like an incredibly useful skill that I'd like to add to my capabilities.
What do you mean, lay on hands?
Yeah, things like that.
Yes, as well. I use as well.
Because I'm wondering if I could, because if he knows healing magic, if there's a way for me to amplify my abilities or learn how to make them more potent in some way.
He reaches under his clothing and he will pull out what is crude but unmistakably a handmade symbol of Shellin.
No, just so that we're clear, because he's a cannibal. When you say handmade,
it is not made from hand. It was made by hands.
All right, just make sure. Make sure.
This isn't some weird voodoo fetish.
Oh,
Well,
a weird
technically it
voodoo
is, but
fetish. Oh yeah, that wouldn't fit at
technically it is,
all
but
with
it's
what
not.
we've established in here. All right, just make sure. I would be carried around a hand with.
It is made from a piece of seashell, a piece of gemstone, well, very
A piece of gem?
and a feather from what appears to be a songbird.
Huh. What's this?
Ooh, woo.
Ooh.
Our Lady Shellin looks after me.
And
I look after them in turn.
So this object here, she gave it to you, and
The goddess
I guess-
simply pointed me in the right direction and brought me here, where I could be of use.
Huh. Is there anything that I could learn from Cintiel?
Okay. I can show you a thing or two, I suppose. Know a few things.
I think you will appreciate this next bit, because this is the fucking metal power. Look at the private as it uploads.
Mm-hmm.
Swear to God, if you don't stop drawing me without hair. Oh, there we go. The newest one is sexy. Oh, brilliant. No,
Got a little mushroom in the background.
Look at the little mushroom.
Look how thick I am. Look at my ass. Oh, God.
It's like it's encapsulating the fucking unicorn. You don't need a saddle. You're clamping on for dear life.
My ass looks nicer than unicorns. Sorry, Jeff.
I don't know about that.
Jeff, I want us to be silent, but I'm dummy thick and my ass cheeks keep alerting the elf.
But I'm dummy thick and my ass cheeks keep calling down the thunder.
Oh yeah, every single trot that he makes down the road.
Thunder!
Together.
Damn right they are.
Thunder thighs, ho!
Alright, Jeff, let's go find my mum. I'm worried about
her. I asked them.
I can feel John at a distance. He's not far off.
Cool.
Before we leave, I asked them, is there like a lore master or some library, if it's possible to have a talk, read a book? I have some questions.
Certainly, Jalta. I'll have the reading implements made available to you. And the acolyte in question will meander off.
As I drunkenly walk away and sing a song. Oh, 99 cups of the mead on the wall, 99 cups of the mead.
These edibles ain't shit, hits floor. There's also a brief moment, and then there's kind of a weird, kind of deflating noise as Cody begins to shrink back to his natural size. Meaning he is now.
Cody, you're part of the clan now, right? You're part of the clan Unicron with a K, by the way. Throw me up a little mushroom okay hand sign if you're cool with that.
It's kind of a loud, it's kind of a weird, mushy cracking noise, and something approaching a hand, like okay sign, pushes out of his right side. But it's clear that he doesn't actually have arms.
No, good stuff.
He's just kind of extruding spore lines in the shape of that symbol.
Okay,
he's physically straining by doing this.
Alright. Well, by the way, I turned to Jeff and I said, by the way, I'm okay with letting anybody join the clan and whatnot, but is there anybody you don't want allowed in? You know, just for future reference.
Oh, blacks.
I give him a look.
There's worse than blacks out there. There's worse than blacks in this world out there, but fucking not many.
And press X to doubt.
Yeah. So what does Jeff say?
I'll let you know if it comes up.
No problem, Jeff. I won't let anybody into the clan without you being there.
I can imagine you guys just build a tree house and no girls allowed. And it's the clan.
I'm good at decorating trees.
What you say? Jingishi's on the ground. You let Nira in. It says no girls. We're allowed to have one.
I'm not a girl. I'm a woman.
Fine, no ladies.
Does this looks like a girl?
In any case,
what did you mean by that? What did she mean by this?
In any case, I want to go find my mum. What's
Sense
happening?
motive.
I need to speak to my mother.
Okay. You hear the distant sound of a cart being pulled. Albeit rather slowly. Because it appears to be being pulled by a man rather than a horse.
Right, well, let's let Jeff, if it's okay with you, let's go out with that man.
You find a very it's just a little ways out of camp, but you find a very exhausted-looking John dragging a cart full of people.
John, get in the cart, man. Come on, I'll pick up John and I'll just fucking put him into the cart.
You need some help with that, pal?
No, we got this, man. Fucking, you've been wanting overtime today. Just you chill out. It's me and Jeff.
I have prepared a new sheet for John, by the way. Behold, full John.
Oh.
Fulgen.
Fucking pretty boy.
He used to be quite the look before that grenade took off half his head.
No, this is Pro John.
I just take some ropes at the end of the cart and I just hold them over my shoulders while I ride on the back of Jeff to pull the cart into the growth.
I need please tell your unicorn friend to walk a bit more smoothly.
Jeff, careful, that's my mum.
God, that could be taken out of context, couldn't it?
Okay, now we can start piling NPCs into this scene like a fucking clown car.
Everyone the audience starts clapping as they walk in. Woo!
I make sure I grab the finest seat and most comfortable looking thing and place my mother upon it. And hand her a beverage.
Thank you, Han. Don't worry, I know my way around this place. I've seen these grows before. She reaches down, scoops up one of the gourds, rips off the cork with her teeth, rips one of the leshies out of it, spits it aside, and begins drinking the mead with her.
Mother, as you can see, I have a unicorn horn now. And this...
You might not have noticed.
This...
She narrows her eyes.
This is Jeff.
Will not be permanent.
Well, it's like I
We
grab
had
the
this
horn.
discussion when you tried to get a tattoo, young man.
Like...
Not until you're old enough. And she's loud, by the way. All the acolytes are staring. Girls are watching.
Yeah. Also, look at my hair, Mum. Look how nice my hair is. I know I get burned off, but look at my beautiful fucking unicorn hair.
Pride month.
Shut up.
Are you trans?
It's pretty gay, man, to be honest.
Nice
to see the HRT's going well, honey.
Look, I'd rather have a beautiful silvery unicorn mane than be covered in fucking shit for, you goddamn ape. Well, in any case, this is Jeff, my unicorn, that I found. And
Well,
my
boys never see this further.
SPLC.
But Mum, down to brass tacks. I've started my own clan. The Unicorn clan.
She narrows her eyes at the name.
Are you retarded, sweetie?
Sweetie, I know we dropped you a couple times when you were younger, but I didn't realize it was this bad.
Why do you think he has the
it's
fucking
Jeff's
helmet
name.
on?
The doctor said it wouldn't be permanent.
It's Jeff's name, I'm decided. But the fact of the matter is, I need to know about my heritage. I need to find my father before I continue with this.
She's a bit more solemn at the mention, but...
I need to know. Where is my dad? Where is my clan? What are my roots?
Typical of your kind. Not knowing where your dad is.
Where's the cigarette shop?
Well, why don't we talk about your dad? Aiden, and what a fucking
I
disappointment
know
you
where
are.
my
you
dad
fucking...
is, okay?
Yeah,
damn right you do.
Fucking A!
I don't mean to interrupt, but where's Bobby?
Who?
Didn't he go away to basically let know what was happening about the court proceedings and why we never get taken away and Rags wasn't replaced for his job? Isn't that where he went?
Just change one little thing. There we go.
I was about to say, I was going to ask why the unicorn was just resting on top of your head. I thought it was...
Yes, I was going to say that. So.
Thought it was just
Don't worry about it.
So
give me your hooves.
No, but I need to know, Mum. Tell me about my heritage.
Son, I promise you, when you're ready, I'll let you know.
I'm ready now.
Alfred yet?
I'm starting my
this
clan.
discussion
I've got a
1,000
unicorn.
times.
I have a unicorn. I have the fucking horn. I have my fucking father's weapon. I'm ready.
I have a team. It's not just me. I'm not alone.
Listen. As I've said 1,000 times before, when you're ready.
Mum, I love you, but I'll find it myself if I need to.
I mean,
that's a risk I'm willing to take.
So bad.
It's like a
I'm just
win-win
glad
scenario,
you're all
isn't it?
right.
Just know I've got
At
your
least
best interest at heart.
I turn and look at Mud and I go, at least you don't have this problem with your dad.
Don't understand what you mean.
For those of you in the cheap seats who might not know, let's just say that is a very complicated sentence for Bud's character.
Well, as far as I'm aware, like fucking Mud is the elf that used to live with my mother before she met my dad.
The truth of the matter is rather more complicated, but still.
Yeah.
Don't
He's
forget
actually
the
a goblin.
6.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. My mom's a bitch.
To hit the 16.
16.
What is Mud's
Never
mother?
forget
What is Mud's mother? Is Mud's mother another goblin, or are we going by Goblin Slayer rules?
We're not.
Is it some
We don't
sort of
talk about
raped
this.
to
We don't talk
death
about this.
person?
We don't talk about this.
Can you give
In
me
this setting, it's
anything,
actually the
Mum?
opposite way around.
Can you give me anything, Mum?
Oh no.
Like I said, I'll let you know when you're ready.
Fine.
But it's not something you want to really talk about in front of a, congregation of druids we know I met before.
No, fair enough. I suppose I get high in the heat of the moment. In any case, Jeff, come meet my mother.
He's not your boyfriend.
He's my soulmate.
I always
Don't you mean
suspected
hoof, mate?
sentences. My soul is attempting to flee my body.
I
That's
know.
what you said. I missed this.
I just got ready to talk there for a second, and then I was like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna. Just not bother. I fucking hate you, Mud, and I hope you die.
So do I.
Aww.
I'm glad I'm an orphan.
I wish I was one. Anyway. Let's see. What was that noise?
Somebody's chihuahua fell down the stairs.
Sorry.
I was grabbing a
Look,
snack.
a black man walked into the house. I think maybe he got upset.
That's not the sound black people make.
I read a book on it once. I know.
Oh, hi, Tyrone.
Sorry.
Black people famous for their Murloc impressions.
What's the Murloc? Holy shit! Damn it.
You can't avoid your heritage even amongst the animals you adopt.
I still don't know my son. I am scared of the clown.
As you should be. Anyway.
They're gonna
Be those
fucking
of me. I've lost my train of thought now. Fucking.
Does Mum like my unicorn?
She just kind of looks incredulously at this thing's existence as if she doesn't believe it's there. Like she
told you, Mum.
Give that horn a good stroking. Just check, make sure it's real.
You fuck off, Rags.
She looks like she's legitimately attempting to disbelieve him. Like she's like straining her eye, like she's like squinting her eyes and kind of straining them in his direction. The seasoned glare of someone who knows how to look for illusions.
Mom, please.
Detect illusion. Damn, it didn't work. Detect illusion. Detect illusion. Fuck.
I know, ma'am. I too am unnerved.
She then begins doing the same thing to you.
It's been a hectic week, Mum.
That much is
In any
evident.
case.
Right.
Well, we're going to get this court stuff dealt with. And,
the story of our life. We're gonna get this corpse stuff dealt with.
Oh shit, speaking of which, we're meant to get a lot of money for facility to pay off my debt. Has anybody seen facility?
I think he's back at town. I have not seen him around.
He was around healing, keeping us alive when the attack happened.
Alright, fuck it. Let's go back to town and fucking find facility because we need to get money so I can pay off my debt so that I can go to court and then fucking resolve that. And then afterwards, Mum, I need to know the fucking.
Well, you won't need money for court, so that needs to be our top priority right now. Is just making sure that we are in the courtroom the morning that the proceedings begin. That's something that we cannot.
I immediately step in front of my mother and I'm waving my hands and going, shh! Don't let, when you basically saying that the debt that was sent to her house doesn't matter because my mum could probably solo our entire party. Let's not piss off my mum.
Did no one even take the common decency to tell you that you don't have to worry about the debt anymore?
Did he die in the accident? I mean, did they attack?
No one's seen Sai in days.
Just the amount of happiness in your voice.
I feel like Bob is he that he doesn't have to pay his
Was
debts.
he murdered horribly?
I don't know. Well, I don't know why.
I don't know why I was so happy in that moment. It's just strange.
He
Something
called my ma a whore. That fucking
I mean-
dick. I hope he's fucking dead to that fucking asshole.
I mean,
he fucking deserves everything that fucking came his way.
You better hope he's. Actually, you better hope he's not dead.
No.
The Reeve sent someone round to check on him, and Sai wigged out.
Because
Nobody
what
knows
if this
what happened,
comes up
but-
in court? Like, oh, the guy that you owed a lot of money to just died of mysterious circumstances right before your trial, and
Well,
we
they
came
can
to get
fucking
you.
find out about
they
that
can
kind of stuff.
fucking scry me, and they'll basically see I have nothing to do with it. Just have an image of me.
I know it's just I know, but you know it is.
I remember what happened that
they
night.
should have the ability to scry, right? To find
I
out
remember what happened that night, and I remember what he said about my fucking mother, and I would do it again. Fuck him, fuck his building.
We should
Fuck the
go.
shit he said about my mum.
Should go to the
It
sheriff.
seems like he's a little bit upset, dude. I don't want to get in trouble with the fucking law, and neither do you. More than you already are. Let it
You
go.
can avoid that by not stealing things.
Hey, I do it privately, and also I already swore I would never do it again.
I don't give a fuck. I'll see that man again. I'll
Remember?
punch him in the
Reeve
fucking
sent
face.
someone round to Sai's place at his bar.
Zinji, we should go to the sheriff and get a written statement that we have been away when this happened. So we have that in court.
We don't need to. They have scryers.
No, that's it. We shouldn't have.
Yeah.
We shouldn't rely on that. We should make an affirmative action to try and show that we're innocent.
We don't have any black people. We've already got one monkey. That's diversity enough.
What the fuck? Racist.
You have enough-
I'm gonna start filing a fucking suit against you if you don't stop this.
People
incessant
wouldn't be
She
racist
puts her
if you...
fist through the side of the cart.
Oh. Yes, Mum. Sorry, Mum.
Don't.
My voice is very hoarse right now. Pardon the expression.
Jeff's
She
very
looks
hoarse.
Yes.
Listen, when the Reeve sent some of the guards around to check on Sai, no one knows what happened. Sai started freaking out.
Sai?
He killed one of the guards and put the Reeve in traction. Damn near put a knife through his chest. In one end, out the other. Reeve still laid up.
Do they know where he went?
Last they saw him, he was running screaming into the woods.
In that
Ranting
case,
about something.
Jeff, I think we get somewhere to be because I owe somebody a fucking beatdown.
Do not go after him. Wait.
We have more important things to talk. We have to
I picked a
send
fight with
all-
every Tom, Dick, and Harry this side of the planet, and I'm not picking a fight with Saya. Back when I was adventuring like you probably will end up knowing you. Me and Sai worked together a couple times. Sai and I are on about the same level. Sai's a lot younger than I am.
Oh, watch out for that shit.
I say no.
I'm fucking fine.
Don't
I
go
don't care.
after
I
him.
remember.
He's already nuts. Let him go off into the woods and die there.
I remember what happened that night, Mum. I remember what he said about you.
I've heard him say a lot worse over the years, and I've been given that beating for every occasion. But this time, let it go. Let the woods do the job for you.
Alright, Mum.
Do this as a favor to me.
I want to go after him, Mum.
The world ended.
But Mum, if he turns up, if he crosses my path, I'm fucking laying him out.
You know you have a
court date. Anything less.
Okay. I give my mum a hug. I'm glad you're okay, Mum. I know I keep saying that, but I'm glad you're alright.
Just try and stay safe, for goodness sake.
Come give your mum a hug, mud. Fuck's sake.
I don't know when you're going to fucking end your discussion.
Give her a hug.
Why do you tell me about this every fucking... Oh my god, I'm going
Little mushroom man will trundle up.
I don't have a family of my own. Because
Because she's your mother and she's like the only mother you got, you fucking shit goblin.
He will run up, approximate a hug himself to to Thok's mother, and then with the clench, he kind of just emits a puff of spores, and then suddenly everyone who had any injuries stops feeling them.
Oh. Also, Mum, this is Cody.
That takes me back to my teens.
This is Cody, Mum. He's part
I
of
do
the
not
new...
consent to this.
He's part of my clan now. He's the first member to join after me and Jeff.
Where did you find Aleshi?
Here. I don't think that's the more important thing. Again, Jeff, I present arms. Like, just... Jeff! Look at him, he's beautiful, he's amazing.
She is She's almost comically unimpressed.
It's okay, Jeff. I pat Jeff. Like, she'll learn to love you like I do in time.
Yeah, don't worry, Jeff. We think you're impressive.
She's more fascinated with the mushroom person. Maybe because she's high off her balls right now.
What was in that mead?
Hey, dude, you ever done TMT?
Ironically.
Alright, in any case...
where do you want to go?
Well, fucking... I don't know, that's what I was going to say. Alright, okay, everybody, over here in the corner with me. Fucking...
As no one follows.
Fucking group... in fact, what even is the name of our group?
The Foot Clan retard.
Well, I don't know.
I'm not
I don't know if everyone qualifies.
Alright, fucking whatever. All Fok affiliated homies, come over here. Let's fucking...
Oh, in which case, I'm going to go over this side. Fair enough.
Fucking Jesus Christ. Then while you're over there, give your mother a hug, you prick.
I'm not taking instructions from you.
You're such a shit. You're such a shit. You're going to die alone.
If only.
Jeff will pick you up by the hood and trundle over.
Okay, so what we have I think we have a few things in our to-do list just to make sure. We need to make sure that everybody from the village is all right and either safe or accounted for. Is there anyone on that list that we need to try and find or ensure they're safe?
Well, I think
mostly Mazzoni and his friend.
Yeah.
But I think they're mostly okay.
The first thing we should do is check in with Visilini. We need to check in with Visilini first. I reckon, unless fucking Visilini says there's anybody that's unaccounted for, I reckon we should go check out the house of the guy that was the guy that kicked my shit in that night, because I remember everything now. And what's it called? Fucking then we should check to find out why he flaked out, and also if he has anything valuable, we should fucking.
You mean size bar?
Cunty McDickface.
King Sai.
I think you mean Sai.
Cunty
Right,
McDickface.
I'm writing this down.
We're speaking the same language. I don't know what you're talking about, but in any case, I think that should be the ideal plan. We go back to town, we check in with Vasily, ask him what's up. If people need saving, we save people. If not, we go investigate what happened with that place. And then fucking, I think that's the best thing, because I don't think we're going to be able to do much about the Crystal Forest people until we get somebody that knows a lot more about that sort of thing.
Let's go.
Sound good to everybody?
Should we consult with Charybdis about the glass, the evil glass?
Oh, that's actually a good point. Does anyone have any kind of glass related?
Because I want to speak to Charybdis about the nature of the collar that I have, as well as another thing. So we should generally. So we need to speak to her about finding some kind of something that can deal with the glass.
We need
that's a bit more
speak
permanent
to
and
all the
effectual.
colors we can find, essentially.
We need to collect all the colours of the rainbow.
But we're done here for today, or for now.
Well, we need to speak to Charybdis. We can split into two groups if you want.
No. Let's not do that.
Alright.
Isn't that a good idea?
Alright, let's go speak. Let's go speak
You're
to
like
Cribbins.
walking coming from above, and a
You're
pelican.
like walking.
Pelican. A
As a
pelican.
pelican flies down onto one of the branches.
What the fuck is a pelican doing here?
P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
Now, you wouldn't have thought I'd leave you behind now, would you?
Oh, Vasily, my nigga.
Oh my god, it's a talking pelican!
I had to send my familiar, unfortunately.
Said the
but
talking dog.
Is everything okay?
you know, we
at
have to
town?
improvise. Everything's on lock, don't worry.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Why
well.
is it
By the way, the unicorn stuff went very interesting. I don't know if you can see that.
That's
Say
obscene.
hello, Jeff. He is my best friend.
They say that in front of all of us, alright?
Literally no one's upset.
All my life, I've had a fucking Jeff-shaped hole in my body.
I dive.
Poor choice of
Jeff is
words.
filling it.
Poor choice of words.
Look, it's a no homo bromance.
Let's not kind of throw those accusations around. It's quite a
no homance.
Alright, homos and all. Well, let's ask Vasily. Let's talk to him and Charybdis about the glass, because we need to find weapons that'll fight it more effectually and that are more permanent that we can have and get access to.
Vasily, are you okay?
Is your friend okay?
To go talk to Cribbins. Wait, you talking about Spider-Man?
Yes.
Yeah, is Spider-Man okay?
No, Antoine, don't worry. He's all better now.
Not good.
A little
Are you okay with-
traumatized, but he'll live.
Are you okay with your familiar going with rags to go talk to Cribbins?
Refresh my memory as to which one's Cribbins is again.
Charybdis.
Cribbins.
Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me she's in town again.
Oh, she is the town, apparently.
Well, she's the forest.
I was wondering when she
yeah,
showed
yes.
up.
Are you on
Yeah,
bad
go
terms with her?
way back. Back to my
On
mage college
good terms, I
years.
hope?
Well, Mom ain't letting me back in the house anytime soon now.
Oof.
We didn't part on the worst terms, but a
Well-
grudge is a grudge.
You shouldn't do dirty, sexy things because my mum told me that makes your tusks fall off.
You get if you masturbate,
pelican
it makes your
squints.
tusks hairy.
No, that's if you touch yourself, your tusks get hairy.
That's true. Yeah, I see that. Fuzzy tusks.
That's why my tusks are so pristine and white.
Well, if you Vasily, if you parted in not the most ideal ways with Charybdis, then this might actually be fortuitous because we need the both of you to help us with trying to find out how we can fight against this magical glass corruption that we found in the woods nearby in the Geistwald.
The what? Sorry?
Out in the Geistwald. We
Now, I
found...
knew y'all was going out there, but I didn't hear anything about any glass.
All right.
I think we need to meet in
Are you
person
still a
and
pelican?
have
'Cause
a
this is
nice
weird if
long
you're still a
discussion about.
Well, this is all
glass
coming out of a
first.
pelican, and the pelican's lips aren't moving.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shut up. You were more likely to fuck it, Rags, if it was a pelican, let's be honest.
Okay.
I don't
okay,
know
so
why
let's
that
go,
would be the case, because it's definitely not true at all.
Let's go through the list of things. So, glass, it grew on people. What mean?
Yeah, it grew out of the ground. It seemed like it could control and corrupt people. It was bad.
Yeah, I
There's
think
no
all of us
plan.
together can explain the properties pretty well of the glass and what it's done and where it came from and all the monstrosities that were out there as a result.
Well, let's stick on the
Facility.
glass, because then we can kind of work out what's meant to be there. And
But let's skip the fluff. Facility, do you know what we're talking about?
I think I have a rough idea,
All right, well,
unfortunately.
we need to talk to.
We have a sample as well.
Charybdis.
Do we?
Yeah, we have a sample. Rags Regave, remember that bottle you carried on a stick? It was stuck by bit of that glass.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Yeah, I
glowing
can.
on the stick.
Yeah, I can pull it out and show Vasilini some of it so he knows what it looks like.
Haven't seen anything like that in an awful long time, and how unfortunate.
Yeah, there was a
I was
whole lot
hoping
of that in
folks
the
you-
forest.
I was hoping folks like you wouldn't have to put up with this kind of thing.
Well, we
Everything's
seem to
always
stumbled
more
into it.
We go out to a fucking job in the fields. We go out to a job in the fields and fucking ghouls and their minions turn up and fire happens. We try to rest them in shops that's full of insect nightmares. We go collect Spider-Man and we're in a forest of nightmare glass. But we did get Jeff.
So,
I
the
would say at
glass
least
is
that
what
time
exactly?
we were actively trying not to start a fire. How about that? We had best of intentions.
We couldn't not.
We
start
should
a
have
fire.
started a fire.
This literally, yeah, this. I think we can say to him
Like
with
what?
complete honesty, this wasn't our fault. We came up into the forest and the corruption had already begun, and we could have. And I'm sure Antoine will, corroborate everything that we say as well. We inquire to him about it.
No,
Odd,
I
actually,
trust
that
you
Antoine
good
didn't tell him.
folks, But Antoine hasn't been very talkative lately, owing to the trauma. He can't even go near his own collection of spiders anymore.
Well,
Yeah,
it's probably the corruption of glass that made him so traumatized.
It was probably also that there was giant nightmare spiders trying to fucking eat us.
Also, the giant
and
hunters.
also the big nightmare thing that causes the very fear in your inmates.
Hang on. Where's Tobias? Like, can't he corroborate all of this?
Well, he got
Tobias
sucked
get-
into the
Someone-
ground.
Tobias was
I
eaten
know,
in the
so-
ground.
Hold on. I feel like we're.
He was
we're
eaten
trying to
in the
find
ground.
people-
An external party who can corroborate this.
We're trying to find
Somewhere.
people who can corroborate
Okay,
it.
it doesn't matter about like corroborating it. I'm Jonathan Ross now. Excellent. Fucking
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty simple for us to explain what happened, and it's all the proof is out there. It's not like this would be difficult to prove.
Facility. What is it?
And I have a sample with me.
It's old. Real old.
Do you know what it is?
It's a slide rule.
Listen, I'm afraid I believe it's something that the Knights of Grey have been dealing with for a very long time. They call it the Looking Glass. It's some weird thing from the outside can look in.
I'll let him know about the Grey Knight, Sir Tobias, and we came across him, and I'll explain the torches, and I'll actually show him one of the torches that Tobias used. Because I have one.
Oh, right, yeah.
If one of the Knights has fallen, then it's worse than I thought.
We don't know where he went. He sort of disappeared.
What
into
do
the
you reckon,
ground.
Vasily? Should we go like cooperate with fucking MTV Cribs or whatever the fuck it is?
Go to Vaughntill. It'll be safer there. I can look after the village. Rest assured. But you don't want to be near the Geistwald right now. It knows
Do you know about Sly or Psy or whatever the fuck it is, that rat bastard?
King Psy? Yeah.
Psy saw something. Something didn't agree with his brain. And now he's run off into the woods to cause trouble. That's why I'm thinking you shouldn't be around town.
I ain't fucking running for that cunt.
It's not him you have to worry about. It's what's wearing his skin that comes back. Something broke Psy. Not sure what.
Well, I ain't leaving here knowing that I ain't letting my mum go back to town, especially when she lives on the outside of it, where she's easy pickings for some fucking thing.
And listen, I can take your mother and some of the others to someplace safe. But you can't know where it is. Because it knows you. It'll track you.
Do I have your word on this, Vasily?
You have my oath.
Rags, detect everything.
Is there things I can confirm?
Pelican.
Oh, just as another small question. So the glass lets you see into like another dimension, right? Because that's what Fox did when he waved it around or whatever. The other thing I have is that the forest ate people. Is that linked with the glass?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Talk, Vasily, I think we'll have to meet if you can spare a little time in person. There is items that need reviewing before we make our move elsewhere.
I'll meet up with you on the road.
Yeah, we got some leftover unicorn bits and whatever. No,
I'll get a price list drawn up.
No offense, Jeff, but we need to fuel the clan effort.
It's a true kin of mine.
Eat.
Ah, I remember the good old days when I was part of a clan. Taught me how to be a hangman.
Where is it we need to go for court, by the way?
Because otherwise you'll be hunted to the ends of this earth by the law. Do you want to have these things sorted, or do you want to be a fugitive forever? Because I certainly don't plan.
Okay, so we need to do
Yeah, it's not
something.
something. It's not a thinking process or anything that you can control, but good Udex's eyes begin glowing upon mention of why do we need to go to court.
I mean, what's the
my second point to find the fucking giant next to.
Yeah, I said where. I never said why. I said where.
You just go to Vaughntill, the city to the east.
Isn't that where Vasily said that we should go?
Yes.
Oh, good.
It seems like that fits together. Do we still want to check in with MTV Cribs or whatever her name was, and fucking then we'll do things there? Because at the end of the day, fucking if Vasili's going to look after the people we're worried about.
Oh wait.
And everything's fine here. Then it seems like this whole Crystal Forest nightmare dimension shit is a bit out of our wheelhouse.
I have from the Geiswald, the sniper guy. He had the bullets with names on them. I have them.
Oh right.
Can I? One has Vasili's name on it, so I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna show Vasily the sniper's bullet that had his name on it and say, is there any particular significance as to why your name would be on one of these bullets? How does he know you? What?
Oh, that dumb son of a bitch. He came prepared for that fight. Guess he must have thought a tag along be a problem for him. No worry. I know how to deal with these sorts. The bullet melts to dust in your hands.
Wasn't your
The
name
pelican
on one?
eye glows dimly.
Wasn't your name on one of the bullet strikes?
Yeah. The names were Vasilides, which is now gone, Ald Stonescar, Antoine Garrick Ilmarsh, and mine.
I rub my shoulder. I think I got my bullets.
Yeah, I don't have it with me. Those are the only ones that I have.
I got it in the shoulder. In the shoulder.
Who is Ald Stonescar?
There's a name I haven't heard in years.
Is he
Stonescar was a boy out of the Ustalavi army back when it was garrisoning Vontil as its guard force. When they got disbanded, he went out rogue. Went into the woods and come back. We all figured he went feral or something along those lines, but I didn't realize he'd gone and got himself stitched up by some spirit.
So
you know how it is.
So now that I think about it, why if this crystal thing is a dimensional nightmare thing there, why would there be people there waiting for us to go there with the names of the likely suspects of people that would try and prevent this sort of stuff from happening?
You
Because
really
clearly
think the
the- clearly-
USCH is bringing in people who know the first thing around about this place? They tell them what they want to hear and set them free to do their dirty work. They get
Clearly,
dark.
you've got fucking clout in this general area. Regavi fucking is a paladin that's been shipped out to up to deal with me. So I can see why they would know about you two. They wouldn't obviously know about us since we're a ragtag group of fucking fannies, but why would they be helping out some crystal rift thing?
They weren't helping out nothing. They were helping themselves to the bounty. If they find you in a place like that, maybe even lure you there with a few well-placed shots, they can claim you were skipping bail and claim a big sum of cash.
But why have Antoine's name or Garrick's?
No. The question is, why would Regavi have bail? Regavi never had a bounty on him before he met with us. It would stand
But
to
he might
reason.
try and get in the way, try and say you had an alibi.
Yeah, but then why wouldn't he have bounties? Why wouldn't he have bullets marked with our names?
Yeah,
if we all have bounties.
Have you ever tried to carve someone's name in a rubber bullet?
Okay.
Well, you
He got Garrick Ilmarsh, Antoine Keff, and Old Stonescar on bullets.
My name is 5 letters.
On lead bullets.
That makes my point even more valid.
Lead is brittle.
He was trying to kill you. He was trying to bag the rest of them. Only one he wasn't taking any chances with was the mage. He used lead, because lead is resilient to magic. You wouldn't be able to see it coming.
Is he talking about me?
Yep.
So I guess since Regavi was the most credible of the lot of us, he was going to kill him and then bag the rest of us.
Why kill Garrick?
You ain't as
Why
green as
kill
you look,
Garrick
boy.
Ilmarsh now?
Well, I don't know why he would kill the rest of people or whatever and stuff like that, but I'm talking about with our group. I can see why he would kill you since, again, you're the most credible out of the lot of us. Because a simple scrying thing would see that you're doing your job.
But why kill Garrick Ilmarsh?
I hate to break this to you, but old Garrick ain't exactly the most trustworthy of folks. Hell, his son's been bandit for how long now?
So in order to kill you, me, the rest of our party, or incapacitate them, Antoine, Garrick, and Ald Stonescar, he went to the Geistwald, surrounded by the Looking Glass?
I was under the impression that seems to be a fairly recent affair, I'm afraid. So, I don't think he even knew. Had a guess.
To be fair, we went there and we had no idea that shit was going on.
Stuff springs up fast from what I've seen.
And judging by the fact they had the facility's name there, it was just basically factoring who might turn up. You know?
Uh-huh.
I mean, he didn't have Toby's name, did he?
Well, either way, is there any kind of enchantment on these bullets that makes them particularly deadly to those whose names are carved on them? Or is it just more of a sentimental sort of thing?
They are magical.
In what way?
Roll me a spellcraft.
Alright. Might need, yeah, you for that.
I was going to say, though, if it's the bullet with your name on it, you might as well keep it, because that way at least you've got it.
You have no idea. It's strong magic. Very strong magic.
I've also rolled spellcraft.
Okay, let me double check. Okay,
hey, Noka, could you just spell out the clan name in text? I just need it for something.
Okay, you just enough. This is the spell Named Bullet. It's a third circle ranger spell. It enchants a piece of ammunition. And what it does is, when used against the selected creature, the bullet will never misfire. It goes straight through concealment, and pierces armor anything closer than 30 feet. But the important thing is, when you use it against a specific person who is named by the spell, it will go straight through spell resistance. Sorry, you'll punch through some spell resistance, and if you strike the target, it will be a critical hit and deal 1 point of extra damage per cast level.
Jesus, talk about premeditated.
Ooh, lad.
I got hit hard by that thing.
Seems the one that was
I never even had your
used
name on
against
it.
you. Yeah, that one wasn't even named. That was just a regular shot.
Thank fuck we found the nest before the guy fucking used it. Jesus.
Considering that firearms quadruple their damage on a crit.
Wow.
So if it would have struck one of you, it would have pink fisted you. Almost certainly.
Jesus. I guess I'd be flattered, Rags, all that effort fucking deal with me. Jesus.
Yeah, who did you piss off?
Clearly, quite a few people, I would say.
Well, again, it just sounds like he wanted the bounty, and he fought any big players that might be coming. He hears a paladin's coming out. He hears that Vicinity, again, who's known in these parts, is in the area. If they turn up, he's just prepared to deal with them as they come. I guess maybe because of the looking glass, that's why he wasn't there, and we managed to find his nest before he managed to put it into practice. Because I am again, we went in to find Spider-Man, and our shit get fucking changed up by the giant worm abomination. In any case, do we want to talk to fucking Jinx Cribbins and help my Bob? Yeah, them.
Yeah, I do, certainly.
That's fine.
I'm going to talk to him about the looking glass, and I'm going to talk to him about the collar, and see if anything else pops up in the moment while we're going to talk.
Well, while you're going over to do that, I'm going to fucking go over and talk to my mother and let her know what's happening.
Since I have to go to bed, I will just proceed with the cart back to our place and talk to Zilni when I can find him. So I have to wish a good night because it's late for me and I have a job tomorrow.
All
right.
Fair enough.
See ritualist.
Take care, man.
Okay, I pick up fucking Mud by the Scruffy's collar, and we're going to go over it and talk to my mother, saying as we're not going to be able to know where she is, and we're going to say goodbye. Come on, you wee prick.
Oh, we're doing another thing now. Cool.
Yeah, move up.
Oh yeah, I've got to actually move my character. Yeah, sure.
Mum, while we're dealing with the court stuff and things, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Vasiliny's going to take a bunch of you away and keep you safe, but we can't know where you're going and stuff like that, so it might be a while before we see you.
Not sure how long it's going to be, hon. So, she'll take out an envelope and hand it to you.
Oh, what's this?
Ooh, woo.
You want to know the truth? Open it alone. Not here.
Okay.
You may want to sit down for it.
Alright, well, I'll put it into my pack and stuff like that, and I give Mum a hug. I love you, Mum.
I love you too, hon. Stay
pat
safe
Mud.
out there.
Now kiss.
I ain't gonna be around to look after you on this one. So you make sure you stay safe. You look after each other.
Oh well, I got my brother and I get Jeff. What's it got? And I give fucking Mud a pat in the back.
I'm here.
Like, just go.
If we die, we'll definitely send you a postcard.
For sure.
100%.
Unless I forgot where you lived, in which case.
Oh shit! No, we don't want to wait.
We're having a moment with my mother. Aiden, fuck off. Go talk to your dad.
He's literally a helicopter.
It's not too late to multi-class. There's a sorcerer feat that lets you stack it with monk.
Yeah, at least
Not
make
too
the effort.
late.
How many times did I just say?
You can make the effort, Mud. Come on, we're not going to see our mum for a while.
Goodbye. And I'll just give. That's kind of inappropriate. I don't know where I can really hug. I want to have the wolves hug. Like real life dwarves.
How do you normally interact with Mum?
I don't. I usually just let you do your weird.
She
autistic
reaches
thing.
over, grasps you by the skull, lifts you up, and hugs you. And as she hugs you, leans and whispers, "Don't worry. I know exactly what you are. Keep the change."
Epic.
Oof.
And she will reach back over and place you back down.
And then I look to him and go, see, that wasn't so bad. Right, well, bye, Mom.
Bye, hon.
I'll wave as well. We'll take good care of her.
I'll see all you around.
Yes,
Sally,
you will.
you better make sure she's perfectly fucking fine, my man.
Goodbye, man.
No worries, son. She's in good hands.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
She waves as she quietly goes off into the distance. Pulled by the pelican.
Right, well, I guess we
Pelican's very, very strong, it seems.
Speak or?
No, the pelican is pulling the cart.
Right, well, I guess I'll go make sure our cart is ready with Nira, maybe, and maybe I'll take a moment to go look at this letter. But while let Regave talk to.
It's at this point
Craig.
that, as the Grungel skitters off into the canopy, Charybdis is finally brought out. She's being almost carried by two of her acolytes, who are easing her in her steps. It seems that she's grown quite frail after healing you.
Oh shit, that's right. I need to thank her first before I go off to read the letter.
Milk a check. Pathfinder General. Or Pathfinder Private.
That's awesome. I love that.
I need to clean it up, and I'll make it all cool and nice.
Epic.
Mate, you need to add in the big silvery mane behind it. It looks like that. It looks like that Monster Hunter armor.
You know that hair doesn't grow out of the skull, right?
No, but it's at the back of the skull.
Is there a crack in the back of your skull that you wear? That's how the hair comes out. I assume you just like kind of glued it on top.
It comes out there. No, like the back of it's gone now, and there's just like the big, beautiful horse mane.
It's like a plume holder on a helmet. You just stick the hair in.
Centurion's hell.
You just put your plumes in. Beautiful plumage.
Greetings, Shalda.
Don't enter into it.
It's regrettable that you must move on before I can return to my full strength, but I'm glad I could catch you before you went.
That's perfectly fine. Thank you for giving my friends and family a place to stay, and thank you for healing me. We appreciate it greatly.
My pleasure, Chalda. The All-Mother's gifts are their own reward.
Clan Unicron will eternally be grateful for this endeavor.
As we will to you.
I will present her with the sample of the looking glass that I have and explain the situation in the Geistwald and ask. Yeah, it's rough. So I need to. I'm going to ask her, what is this? Where did it come from? How do we fight it? And I'll do the same thing I did with Facility. I'll tell them about the Grey Knight, the Tobias, and the Torch, and I'll give the whole story about the stuff that happened, just like we did before.
My sweet child, don't worry. We will make sure they're contained for a while longer. Go forth with as many of us as you wish.
Well, is there a way to...
every step of the way.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
What did he mean by that?
All of our number are connected. Every blade of grass, every spore of fungus,
Okay, so this
every
means
leaf,
that
every glass of wine that we make.
like a global epidemic then.
I rolled a natural 20 on a sense motive check to see
Yeah.
what her deal is, and if she is sketchy in any type of way.
Whilst the Druid Grove here is like undoubtedly utterly devoted to the use of positive energy and the regrowth of the forest, there's a certain atmosphere to the place that makes it feel very out of sorts somewhat.
See,
And you figure out what it is. Everything here is connected by a psychic network. They aren't, when they're talking to you, they aren't talking to you. They're moving their lips, and what you're hearing is in the back of your head.
Called it. Shit's
That seems like really unnecessary middleman, but all right.
The important thing is that they can communicate at any distance.
All right.
Provided one of their number is in visual range.
Well,
Let
hang
me
on,
see.
if that's accurate, and this is all correct, and this kind of corruption's being spread, is there any? Can you detect that it's already spread here to some degree? Probably Regave.
Only the sample that I have with me.
But do you?
Do you notice that one of her arms is notably burned off? As if it's
We're
been
just done.
It was very, like, almost... The way she's conducting herself, the way she's wrapped in her robes, it's kind of difficult to notice, but with that roll, you can notice that the hand that she was using to rip the chunks of rotted, fetid meat out of Thok's chest and gut, that limb has been burned from her.
So, does she seem cursed in any sort of way?
She does not seem cursed. but she does seem weak as a result of the trauma.
Right.
It seems that ritual she performed to save Thok was rather draining physically.
I'll ask if I'll ask if she's going to be all right, or if she'll eventually become healed again.
The old mother provides, child. Don't worry.
Is there a way? Is there anything that you can give us that will allow us to fight this looking glass? Any kind of spell or ward or incantation that'll keep it at bay, or cause it to shrink or turn to dust? Anything that we could use?
We can provide a few bits and pieces, but they'll be rather paltry, I'm afraid.
Anything that you can give us will be more than what we have now.
She'll motion to her acolytes, and they'll bring forth a small offering box made of oak. They'll hand one to each of you. These should aid you, but be careful. These lands are treacherous and growing more treacherous by the day.
So just write it down. Offering box from Charybdis.
I can see your future childers. Don't worry. There'll be plenty more on the way to help you.
I'll nod and say we definitely need it. Go ahead.
So, ma'am, with this glass thing, we have a curse-like nature.
It's a curse and a disease.
Oh, it's super evil.
A possessing spirit. It is closer to a haunting than a true curse. The lingering soul of something wrong from long ago.
Duly noted.
Translation: Your curse absorption abilities aren't going to work on this.
Yeah.
You can mitigate the effect on mortals, but anyone who's been killed by it or properly possessed, you're not going to be able much. You're not going to be much good against it. But like a normal person who's had like an arm infected, you could fix.
Yeah.
I'm going to go off and find a quiet spot to sit down and go read my letter.
Okay.
I will, actually, I will ask, I'll show her the torch, and I'll say, is there any way that you know of for us to make more of these? Is the magic that's on this inscribed torch able to be reproduced? Because this is very effective against the looking glass.
Those torches are carefully made by the Knights of the Grey, I'm afraid. Some of their magics are beyond us, but I know a few things about them. The chalk on the sides, the engravings, they are all marked with that same peculiar chalk. They make it they take the glass itself and they burn it in holy flame. Once that's done, they combined it with ash and storm tears, mixing them to a paste and finally compressing them. The result is like chalk, but results in a holy flame.
So it's not the inscription so much as it is the chalk that made it?
The inscription is important, but the chalk is also important as well. You need a proper medium for the ritual.
All right.
That's all I know, I'm afraid.
I'll make a note that we should probably try to find a way to get more of this blessed chalk. And before we go, I will present to her the collar, because I have the javelin head from the millstone, and that says Regave on it, as well as the magical collar that also has Regave on it. I'll present it to her and ask, we found this in a suspicious place, and I've always been curious and a little wary of it. It just all seems so convenient that I was too afraid to put it on, but you seem to be a trustworthy sort and very knowledgeable. Can you tell me more about this and what its purpose is? Can I trust this and where it came from?
Child, I fear you've rather overestimated the subtlety of your deity. Kirkises are rather Straight thinking, God. It's perfectly so. I can tell at a glance. And as she handles it, the actual amulet will flare into white flame, and she kind of shies away from it.
Wait, we're talking the amulet that has the looking glass on it?
No, the amulet, the
collar,
phylactery of faithfulness, will flare into white flame at her touch.
No, the phylactery is what had the looking glass on it. Right?
The phylactery of faithfulness does not have any of the looking glass on.
All right.
It's the some of the other materials that did. Collar's perfectly fine, be as it may. It just seems that it still detects a little bit of the taint of the glass on me. I'm afraid.
Well, then I'll put it away then.
No, child. Wear it and go forth. Wear your God proudly in your sleeve, as I would.
All right, so that's take care of. We'll do that next. Just trying to I'm just kind of going through the stuff I have, wondering if she could give me anything, but I don't really think. I will ask her though. Because we've got a great deal of tasks ahead of us. And quite frankly, my vitality rolls has been shit. So, is there a way for me to train with anyone here, or can someone help me with increasing my constitution, essentially?
We're gonna train gently and don't worry, Chalder.
We're gonna train with Jeff later.
She'll pat the box that's been placed before you. Your mother always provides.
Good, very good. Well, that's all.
Why actually haven't you tried putting the collar on?
Because I'm suspicious of this world.
I understand being suspicious. Obviously, I'll go through and then we'll call out.
Kirkus is flexing in the clouds. Put on the fucking collar.
But I'm just saying that it seems like if your deity is that up front, why not try it out?
If my deity is that up front, then that makes it even easier for other people to do bad things in his name.
I swear to God.
Just joking.
Try it out.
Just screaming. I knew as soon as I looked at the chat, as soon as they put it away, I just looked at the chat and Jergen's like, God damn it, Rhodesia exists. Don't put it on, you raging Celtic noise.
Brags, this is me breaking character. So I just thought I'd let you know. If you don't put it on now, when you're asleep, I'm gonna garrote you with it. Right? It's gonna go on your neck. I suggest you choose it.
It can go on your neck and go through it.
Man, everybody wants me to put this on. That's really
someone paid money for you to have it. And
oh my God! I swear to God, this is on the same level of the I'm gonna steal free shit.
I don't know, man.
I'm done, man.
No.
Convenient.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's super convenient. You're just like, oh, look, we're walking through the woods. Oh, look, shit with my name on it. Whoop-de-doo, it must
You
be
have
me.
trust issues, man.
Yes, I have trust issues. I absolutely have trust. If I'm walking down the street in a place I've never ever been, and I just find stuff with, oh, here's your name on it. I'm like, oh, well, this is fucking suspicious as shit.
Grandma has visited for once in a year to bring you your Christmas present, and when presented with an iPod, you are saying, "What foul magic is this?"
I wonder if this is still my name.
Regave.
Nana's clearly up to no good.
Regave.
Nana's up to some shit.
Sorry, Regave, the skeptical paladin.
Yeah, I am skeptical.
But here's the real question.
People who aren't skeptical get conned.
I can feel my fucking lymph nodes trying to burst from my body.
But now that it's been confirmed, right? Now that it's been confirmed, I'm totally okay with putting it on.
It wasn't confirmed already by the 500 people.
No, it wasn't before. Not to my satisfaction.
Okay. All right then. Put it on.
I did. All right, I'll put on the. Now that it's been confirmed to be a-okay, I will put on the collar. Absolutely.
Max head explodes. Oh, well, I'm glad we're here, lads.
Hang on.
the battle royale music kicks in.
I'm
We just got a super chat from Captain for $2 that says time to make a hold him down and put it on him now.
No, I'm happy to put it on now that I know that it's totally a-okay.
Oh my god, I swear to god, I think at one point it said, it's okay. I think it took Bill having a psychological break.
Let me put it
where
this
you're
way:
like,
there's a line from the Prince of Egypt, which is when the gods send you a blessing, you don't ask why it was sent. Just put that shit on, motherfucker.
No, it's not. No, I had to confirm that it was from stuff. I mean, every time I'm afraid of walking around in this world and finding like a shirt and putting it on. It's like, oh, this was the shirt of the dead King Norsgoth who slayed thousands, and now you are cursed because that's the kind of shit that I
look to the skies, child, and view your deity.
What, is it there? Can you see him? Can you see him?
You should look at the top of the map.
oh my god. Well, Bill, I want to ask one question. How long have you been sitting on this for? How long have you been sitting on this for?
Let's put it this way, it took me literally like half a second to get this, but it
Oh
was
my
just...
god, his head is so long.
That's the power of the collar. That's the...
It's like a fucking Renaissance painting.
My fucking lungs. Oh god.
Uh-oh. That guy's dying.
Everyone watching at home, your gains will be tripled this day, but only if you post why the fuck is the golden one here in the chat.
Oh my god.
Now, do we all see this?
Yes. In the cloud,
Is he making
Jingji's father is like blown away by a stray wind, and in the sky is just Kyrgyz himself in image in cirrus clouds.
Well,
Flipping the double bird because he's been waiting so fucking long.
You could have said something.
Where is that silence gone?
Tells you that this was a bad move.
You know what I'm thinking.
The collar seems to be getting tighter.
Fine. I don't think anything that I did was unreasonable. And nothing I did was in bad faith.
It starts to cut off circulation.
What do you want me to say?
Oh no.
Just say hi, Kyrgyz. Maybe.
Hi.
Like mesmerized by his presence.
Well, I'm too busy choking.
Shouldn't you pray?
Mesmerizing then you're
What do paladins normally do when they see their god? Do they pray? Do they get down on their knees? What do they do?
In the case of Paladins of Kyrgyz, the usual traditional method is to grab the nearest heavy object and begin lifting.
Eudex, as a sign of respect, shall try and pull a tree out of the ground and bench press.
Yes,
the tree's roots will actually unroot themselves to not damage the soil.
He's gonna spot you, dude.
Roll it. I know you don't need to roll because you can literally lift 1 million pounds.
Rags, do a strength
roll
check
to impress.
Start doing
All right,
something
here's what I'll do.
fucking
Here's
cool.
what I'll fucking do. I'm gonna grab. Well, I guess Jeff isn't here and you're not here, so I gotta find 2 other heaviest objects. I gotta find some. How about some of the boulders? How about some of the boulders people are sitting around lounging around?
There's a big boulder there right in the middle of the screen.
Yeah, exactly. See that big ass boulder?
The ground, begging for you.
See that big ass boulder? I am going to
a strength check.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip that boulder around. That's what I'm gonna do. Cause I'm not bad. I haven't done anything bad. I'm totally innocent here. I haven't done anything wrong.
Kyrgyz, he's a good boy.
I am.
Yeah, but your god is the god of the. Your god is the god of the swole. He doesn't think. He just swoles.
Flex on him, man.
He's too swole to control. Fucking, all he cares about is the flexing. He doesn't care about your superstitions and shit. He just wants you to be buffed.
A ghost, as you watch, Kyrgyz himself will reach into his mighty mane and pull out a slight sprinkling of whey powder. It'll scatter down on the breeze like a mist and flow
snow?
into the chest.
It covers everything you see
It will-
with whey.
The potion bottle that was left in there will combine with it in a flash of light, and simply written in whey powder in lines is, "Go forth, redeem thyself. Gains."
Ooh.
And in a combination of a flash of light, he's gone, and all that remains is the filtering of light through the canopy.
Udek shall put the tree back. Gently.
The tree will reroot itself.
How did it feel having a religious experience, Riggs?
I'm still processing.
Are you feeling euphoric at this moment?
Look, well, you're already fucking up.
I'm
Don't
feeling
process
something.
shit. Don't process shit. Pick up heavy shit and start getting fucking mad gains. Oh.
Let's put it this way, all of you have been given a boon today.
Yee.
You'll be going forth into this with an item each.
Oh, good. Well,
I swear to God, if it's another collar, I'm gonna go.
Alright, well, I'd like to cut to me, and I'd like to know what's happening with my letter, please.
Okay, well, actually be a good time to close it out with this. As you open up the letter, it's a very simple message. And it's written in kind of there's a few dried, teardrops on the page. But the shaky scrawl is no doubt your mother's handwriting. It merely reads as follows. I'm not your real mother.
Oofed.
Regulus is your father.
Who's Gregulus?
I was charged with looking after you.
Wait 1 second.
Your dad's a boomer.
No,
Oh, God.
That implies something different, my chiefs.
So, my mother is an ogre or something.
And we'll call it there for the evening, folks.
So my signature weapon didn't belong to my dad; it belonged to my mother.
Oh, woo.
What is this brutal legend shit?
And hopefully we'll start to find out next week. All of the NPCs on screen that I've not explained at this point will get a little bit more fleshing out. I hope to see you all there. See you next week, folks. Have a little
Yeah, yeet.